Sorry, lad.
Hello everyone and welcome to Darachat. My name is Daramouthe, or Dara for short, because some people don't know how to say the last name very well. Some say Daramouthe, and I'm like, but there's a silent E at the end, but never mind. I just say Dara for short because that helps. But anyway, thank you for being here, Eggman 92.
No worries. Good to be here.
I'm just now. Is that from the Sonic Eggman or is that from the other Eggman?
Yeah, from Sonic. Okay. Sonic the Hedgehog. It's like my first game that I ever played as a kid, so it's sort of like
nice.
Sort of just went with it.
Because I'm thinking of I Am the Walrus Eggman because there's that.
Beatles and all that. Yeah, that's the other one I get. So when people first mention that, I'm like, no. I have no idea what you're on about. Not a massive Beatles fan, I must admit.
That's all right. Not everyone from the UK is going to be a fan of every band that comes out of it. I'm pretty sure there's some people who aren't fan of the Clash, so there's that.
Yeah.
But anyway,
different strokes, different folks, isn't it?
That's right. That's what it's all about. But thank you for coming on. The funny thing was that you were recommended to me by Vapin, and I don't know how you came. I don't know how you came across you, to be honest. So.
Well, we used to be part of a community on Twitch that was sort of like a lurker, sort of raider community. People sort of really tried to abuse it for views, but a lot of the good people used it to try and meet new people. And I think I either I raided Vapin or he raided me. It's one or the other, and then we just got on like a house on fire, I guess. Yeah.
Nice. And so
it's good people.
Yeah, he's a pretty cool dad, to be honest. So was he here before? Were you both on Rumble at the same time, or did he get here before you did?
No, I don't know how long he's been on here before, but he basically got me onto Rumble. So so I have to thank him for it, really.
Yeah, because you streamed to more places than you did. You streamed to, I think, like YouTube is one of them. I know.
Yeah.
I can't remember where else you streamed to be honest.
Yeah, Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, Kick, but Kick is a bit iffy.
Yeah, they've had a lot of even on Twitter, actually, you can see a lot of the people kind of like, well, where are they? Why aren't they here? All this stuff. And then there's a bot issue and all this
Yeah,
other things.
loads of bots. That's all I get. In fact, the only reason why I'm affiliated on Kick is through bots. So I have to thank them, really.
Bots for the win.
Yeah.
I was about to say though, you'll have to fix your Rumble link because on your link tree, it just went to my back end page. I'm like, wait a second, this isn't right.
Oh, really? Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I put my referral code as the link, so maybe I need to
Oh,
change that. I don't know.
that's probably what it is because it's like I don't know why am I ending up at my page? What the hell's going on?
Yeah, because I vaping got me onto Rumble, and then he said, "Oh, you should have used my referral link," and I was like, "I didn't know you had one."
Yeah.
So I thought,
Yeah.
I'll use mine, put it in the thing. So yeah, I'll have to change that, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I have a referral link too, but I haven't used it because it's like I think you get like a commission of sorts, but I'm like, with
Yeah, I
the
don't know how it works.
yeah,
I've got
with
one person that's used it, but I have no idea what it does.
it's like, yes, finally, one person.
I feel like it can't be a bad thing, right? You know, so yeah.
No,
But most
well,
of my viewers are on Twitch, so it's kind of
yeah,
like Rumble's sort of still kind of new for me, but
yeah,
I'm liking it. It's good, especially Rumble Studio. I think it's really cool. So
yeah. It still has its issues. I know there are a lot of people who are
yeah,
gamers. I know there's Putinbot and a few others. I'm pretty sure Vaping as well, but there are just a few others who are gamers who, still have issues with it. But I just do this. So I really don't have
yeah,
the issues that they have because they have to use like what was it like the ingress thing and then all this
yeah,
other
yeah, yeah,
stuff. And it's just like for me, it's kind of weird because the ingress thing, you have to mute your tab
yeah,
in
yeah.
order, and like, but that shouldn't be the case. I mean, you should be able at least some
Yeah,
way
it
of
is a bit
splitting it.
strange. And another thing as well, I didn't use Whip at first. I used RTMT, is it?
RTMP,
And
yeah.
my audio was completely screwed, so I had to go and use Whip. It was really weird. Yeah, because I was playing a game and then people were like, "I'm hearing sort of like modem noises." I'm like, "Modem noises," and then someone clipped it, sent it to me in the chat, and listened to it. I was like, "Oh yeah, that's well weird." It's like like as I'm playing the game, I'm like, that's
Yeah.
weird.
You just
So
said it
yeah,
was a special effect. It's like, yeah, that's not, it's all part of the show, guys. Come on.
yeah,
Come
because
on.
my audio was fine. I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, happy days," listening to the game and that, and they're like, "No, something's really weird."
Yeah. It's
You have to
unfortunate,
send it
but
to me because I don't know.
ooh, I mean, for me, I still have both my ends that I stream to up just in case something goes wrong or something's missed, because that can happen.
Yeah,
The chat can, on the right, you can see that chat can miss stuff, but
yeah, yeah.
it's part of their ecosystem, which I've not seen any. I mean, you have Twitch. Twitch has its own thing, I believe, but it's not. I don't think you can send out to other because Twitch has
No, yeah,
rules.
yeah.
Twitch has weird rules, and so you can't really send out, or it's like you can't have you can't have other chats in your stream or something like that. I can't remember what the rule was.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that one, but because I have my chat on the screen, so I've probably been doing it wrong this whole time. But I know they changed their rules recently, so you can multi-stream and stuff like that. So
Yeah, because it doesn't make sense for a platform. I mean, nowadays a content creator kind of has to because if you're just on one platform, God bless you, but you're
there's
kind
less
of screwed.
exposure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not just less
And why wouldn't
exposure.
Twitch want that as well? Because other people from other platforms can come over through to Twitch as well, like and vice versa. So why
Yeah.
wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Strange.
Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah,
and
it's good
also
they change that.
yeah, that's true. Because again, Twitch has had its own issues as well. With I remember it was like last year they had that one day. It was like they could allow up to a certain point of what the cleavage stuff or whatever, and they just went
Oh
more.
god, yeah, they're changing their rules every day. It's like men can get the nipples out at one point, and then they can. And then there's like they couldn't get the nipples out, but only if they were like a fitness sort of stream, so like doing workouts or whatever. And it's like, well, it's the same nipple. It's still a man's nipple. Like, what's what I mean? And then you've always got women pushing the boat out as well, trying to like
Mhm.
as much as they can, and then they get banned, and then they come back with another meta, and it is a bit crazy.
Amaranth,
But
Amaranth is good proof of you can get away with it and
yeah,
come back too.
there was another one recently. I don't know her name, but she streamed like it's hard to explain without showing, but like literally up to here was
Yep.
like completely. So it looked like she was just naked, sort
Yep.
of thing. And then I think she got banned for some reason, and they changed the rules on that.
It's
Yeah, different
Twitch
metas
has
every
this.
day.
Yeah, it's like, come on, guys, come on.
Yeah, it is. Well, it is wild. It's the Wild
But
West out there. Everyone's trying to get a new meta to try and beat everyone else, and
yeah.
yeah, it's crazy.
But the funny thing is, you can go on YouTube and search for naked yoga and find it. So there's that.
Yeah, I mean that's what I don't understand as well. Like, there's the World Wide Web out there. Does anyone not realize you
Yeah,
can find copious amounts of naked women out there? Why are you looking for it on Twitch anyway? It's
yeah.
just
It
what's
it
the point?
boggles my mind because Amaranth is one of the
Yeah,
most wealthiest persons I know of because she has an OnlyFans too,
yeah,
right?
yeah. I think she's number one, right? Number one OnlyFans, or was.
I have no
So
idea,
I mean that's a lot of money.
but she is making her money through. And the funny thing is, right, is that Twitch is Amazon, of course. Amazon owns
Yeah,
it.
good old
Um,
Jeff.
yeah, well, not anymore. I don't think he's CEO anymore.
Oh, is
He's
he
more,
not? I don't know.
no,
I
he's
don't keep up with the billionaires.
neither do I. But I came across something reading that he kind of stepped down as in chairman position, and someone else took the CEO spot. We
Right,
can.
okay, yeah. I mean, he's the richest man in the world. I guess he doesn't need the hassle, does he?
Well, we know the rich people are in a fight with each other to be like the richest person in the world. We
Yeah,
know Elon is in that, and so many
yeah,
others. And it's like, oh look, he's lifting off rockets. Like, no, but he's probably the richest man in the world. Like, oh no, someone overtook him. Never mind.
yeah. It's usually between them two, but then you've got all the Saudi states that are like, you have no idea what their wealth is.
Oh
They could be
good.
trillionaires, and we just don't even know.
Oh goodness. Apple, the company alone is like worth over trillions of dollars. I mean, goodness sake.
Yeah.
But that's a
So
company, not a person. So
yeah, but the Middle East is sort of like country-owned sort of state things, because we've got football clubs over here,
oh
and they're
really?
owned by these people, and they just have unlimited wealth. It's crazy.
Yeah,
So
Dubai is sort of like the
yeah,
big one because it's all that
yeah,
oil stuff, right? All the
yeah,
oil. Then, man, I've seen videos where they've had like those Lamborghinis or whatever, and they're just drying out in the open day. I'm like,
yeah.
holy hell!
Yeah. I think I saw a video that one of the cops has a Bugatti Veyron, and they're like what, a £2.5 million car or something, maybe even
No,
more. I don't know.
I
So
don't.
how does the cops have this? I mean,
I don't.
yeah, it's
I
funny.
look at that and my wallet starts crying. I mean, that's
Oh
just how
man.
bad it is. Oh, there you go.
Jordan K.E. Price is the richest. Yeah, only through personality.
Well, sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes that's all you
Yeah, she's
just
got
look
two
at.
sets of personalities actually.
And they're the best personalities you can have.
Yeah,
But
constantly
then
changing size as well. It's great.
you don't have to be rich to see that. You just
Yeah,
have to notice.
again, the internet. You just Google it. It's there.
That's right. Well, and think of it this way: Jeff Bezos' former wife got a lot of money out of the
Oh
divorce.
yeah. Oh my god. That was like, was it 35 billion? I think I heard, or something crazy.
Yeah, it was in the billions, and I'm like, well, ain't she lucky? She doesn't have to work again
Yeah.
for her life. Then you had, I think,
Divorce is crazy.
yeah, I think Bill Gates' wife got money from their divorce. I think he
Oh
got
yeah. I
divorced too,
forgot
and then
about
she got
Bill.
money. Yeah. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
man, live. When you get to that range, it's sort of like pocket change at that point. It's like you go to the
Uh,
you could buy you could buy so many lottery tickets with that amount of money.
yeah.
Look,
You
it's
could probably spend your days stacking up $100 bills, or not even that. You could probably spend your whole life stacking up $100 bills and still not reach how much money you actually have. You'll be there your whole life, then you'll die. You wouldn't even count it.
oh good.
That's how
I
crazy the wealth is.
Oh my goodness, I remember back in the day when Disney had a movie called The Blank Check or something like that, and the movie was
Oh
about this
yeah, I
kid.
remember
He
that.
he somehow, some way, he makes a check out for $1 million. That used to be like the biggest thing
Yeah,
for
yeah. That was,
1 million.
yeah. Who Wants
Yeah,
to Be a Millionaire as well? That was like the biggest game show
yeah.
and all
Now you
that.
get to
Now it's
now,
nothing.
and yeah, you get to like trillion now, just on companies. So I don't know if somebody's at a trillion yet, but you get to that, and it's like dust in the wind. It's like they're winning a million away. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
I know. It is some crazy wealth, isn't it? You can't even
Wait,
fathom. Like, what would you do? What would you do with that sort of money? Like, seriously, it's impossible to like spend it. Surely,
well, there
apart
was
from buying countries, maybe. But even then, like,
yeah, there was a what was it like some questionnaire about like if you were given $1 billion and like locked in a mall, how would you spend it? All that stuff. I'm like, man, that's a lot of eating. No, but
yeah,
you, I'd almost say you could just use the $1 billion to buy the mall and then get yourself out.
yeah, that's not a bad idea.
People would be like,
And then you got resale value if you ever want the billion back,
there
So there you
you
go.
go. It's like that episode in South Park where Cartman buys the park for like $1 million, and he's the only one riding the rides, and then he's like, I need to make money, and so he brings in like a short amount of people, and then until everyone comes back, and he sells it back, and he gets $1 million. Like what?
I haven't seen South Park in a long time, but I used to love that back in the day.
Okay, what was the last one you saw, or if you could remember?
Well, I always see snippets and clips
Yeah.
online, and I always say to myself, oh, "I'll go back and watch it. I'll go back and watch it," and then I never do.
Mm.
But I watched the movie when I was younger. I can't remember an episode that I remember seeing. I remember seeing one where they're trying to. I mean, it was one of the first seasons or series where they're trying to find out who Cartman's mum was, and everyone in town. Cartman's dad, sorry, Cartman's
Yeah,
dad, and
Cartman's dad,
everyone
yeah.
in town's like, everyone's had a go, like.
Oh yeah, that was funny. But it's only when um there was a thing that there was a bully or something, right? There's a bully, red-haired bully, and he was messing with Cartman or whatever, and stuff happens along the way, and in a weird way, towards the end, you see Cartman set up this elaborate trap to get back at this kid, and at at a certain point, it's done to get his parents, so his parents get like shot out of a mistake, and he eventually turns the kid's parents into chili, and he makes the kid eat the chili
Oh god, yeah.
without even knowing it. I'm like, holy crap.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It is dark, old South Park, but it's brilliant.
Oh gosh,
They
no,
they don't care about upsetting anyone, and that's what I like about them.
yeah, no, that's true. I think there was a time they kind of got a run through because of Isaac Isaac Watts, I think it is. He played Jeff, and because he
Oh
was
yeah.
Scientology, that sort of thing, and I think they got in trouble with that with him and all that
Mm.
stuff. But I mean, the dude died not too long after, so it's not like
Yeah.
so. But Jeff is pretty good.
In fact, he died, and they used him in the computer game, right? And I think he was dead at the time when they used him in the Stick of Truth.
I think they did like the Darth Vader one because that's when they stitched. The story I remember is that they stitched some of his wording together throughout all his time that he'd been there, and kind of just stitched wording like it sounded like robotic, whatever. But I don't think they've used Cartman. I'm not Cartman, but I don't think they've used him ever since then.
Oh right, maybe I don't know. Maybe it was a different voice, but I'm sure in the game he like comes back from the dead or something.
Yeah, that
So
that
it's
would be
yeah.
that would be the thing.
Spoiler alert, but
Yeah,
yeah.
years later down the road, obviously.
Yeah, I mean it's an old game, so
Stick
can't
it
play
to
it by now. It's your own fault.
but when their second game came out, the what was
Butthole, something butthole.
no the fractured
That's the one,
butthole, right?
fractured butthole. Yeah.
So I was like looking at it, I was like the fractured butthole, and I was like, that's just a weird title to give it. And then once you start saying it out loud, it's like, oh, I get it now.
Yeah, they're good games though. To be fair,
Yeah, I think
they captured the South Park humor as well,
yeah,
which is good. Like it wasn't sort of like didn't feel different,
yeah, and the background colors. I know. Well, yeah, of course, because I told you yesterday, duh. And also, you don't have to do an equal to
That's it.
minus sign.
I love that about Rumble, that you can pin people's chats onto the
Yeah.
screen. That's brilliant. That's one of my favorite things. I do it all the time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they have a question for you.
DVDs? No, they're actually computer games.
It looks like
PS4, PS5, Nintendo Switch, Wii U. Hang on, let me move that away. Xbox 360, PS2, got some Game Boy up there, GameCube there, DS, 3DS.
What's
And
your
then
collection as a
there's
whole?
Beerus, Dragon Ball Z. There's
Mm,
a little camera stand, and then there's like my PC parts and stuff like that.
crazy stuff. Now, what's
Yeah.
your collection total that you have for games? Too much?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, digitally alone, I think I've got 1,000 games on my PS4 alone. So,
Oh my goodness.
I
Yeah,
mean, yeah,
I used to have a Switch. I had to give it up for financial reasons, but most of my stuff is like Steam. Like I
yeah.
have Steam.
Well, I've got a PC as well, just here. So, yeah,
And I looked at how many I didn't I hadn't known how many I had before, and I looked and it was like around 200 games. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
yeah. I game share with someone on Steam, and they've got a lot of games. So that's happy days for me. It's free games for me. So
Yes.
always a good thing. Yeah. I also game share with someone on PlayStation as well, which I get some games because they get all the sort of like Call of Duties and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and I don't tend to buy them anymore because they're the same every year. I find so it's lucky that they buy it and then I get to play it for free, and then
Goodness.
I get the more niche sort of type games, and then they get to play it if they enjoy it. So yeah, happy days.
So what? Because I saw on your page, because I went to go check it out to find it because of the link on your link tree. You
Yeah.
were recently playing the Thousand Year Door one. How is that?
Yeah, it's my first playthrough on it, to be honest. But retro games is what I grew up with, so I always tend to go back and play some old games or games that I've missed. And
Mm.
there's a thing called retro achievements. I don't know if you've heard of it, but you can gain
Mm.
sort of like trophies on PlayStation. People make retro achievements, and then you can go
Oh,
back and play old games, and it'll have like achievements like kill a boss a certain way, complete the game on hard, sort of
right.
stuff like hard stuff. And you have your own like page, and it'll show you what achievements you got and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm going back and doing Paper Mario, which is
Nice.
I've never played before, and I'm going to do all the retro achievements for it as well. So
Nice.
yeah.
Now, is this the old one or the new one that came out? The Paper Mario.
It's the old one because
Okay.
retro achievements doesn't work with anything new.
Mm.
It's like emulators sort of thing. So
Well, hey Steve, how's it going?
yeah,
No, it's not.
Sonic's there as well. Up there.
Uh, yeah, Steve is from the UK as well, so I've had a few other people on that are from the UK. So don't
Yeah,
confuse yourselves out. But it's pretty nice because I know you guys are about 5 hours ahead of us. Because
yeah,
kind of, but no, it's always fun when I get to talk to one of you because I've talked to people from Australia, from the
oh, the
UK.
Aussies are brilliant.
Yeah,
I love the Aussies. Everybody loves the Aussies. They're
yeah.
great people.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi.
G'day, mate.
That's right. And then I've talked to at least one person from Germany. So
Right,
there's
okay.
that. Yeah. So I've talked to a lot of different people. That's great. Oh, there you go. See, you got another Sonic fan in the audience.
Good stuff, good stuff.
He will be taking your Sonic questions and will blindfold himself to answer them.
Yeah,
No, but I did see the reason why I asked the Paper Mario one because I saw the new one and wow, they've really
yeah.
updated it.
Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be like one of the best Mario games, let alone Paper Mario games. So I missed it when I had the GameCube because I think it became like quite rare and went up really high in price. And I never played Paper Mario games at that point. So I had like Mario Sunshine, Mario Kart. I
Hmm.
never played that. And then a friend of mine, who's my mod on Twitch, said you got to play the Thousand Year Door. So I
Nice.
started playing it on my old laptop, and it couldn't quite handle it. It was
Hmm.
really, stuttery, laggy.
Yeah.
So I was like, when I get a PC, I'll play it 100%. You're the first person, like, I'll make sure that I'll play this game.
Hmm.
And then I got my PC, and then I heard Retro Achievements are going to release achievements for it. So I was like, okay, you got to wait again
Hmm.
until Retro Achievements come out because I don't want to play it and then Retro Achievements come out and then have to go back and play it again.
Hmm.
So here I am now playing it. So yeah, because I love my trophies and achievements and stuff like that. I like to 100% games. I'm obsessed with it. So yeah.
Is it doesn't PlayStation have their was it the platinum trophies? I think they call them.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I hunt those as well. It's pretty bad. It's so bad. It's so life consuming, and I play some really terrible games. To be honest, some games are really good and some games are terrible. And yeah, so I just hunt the platinum trophy.
That's just
Get my
well,
money's worth, I guess.
yeah, it's true. I mean, well, a long time ago when Rooster Teeth was still a thing, they had their own place called
Yeah,
Achievement Hunters, and that was
I
more
remember
the
that.
Xbox sort
Yeah,
of a
well,
deal.
I used to hunt Xbox achievements as well on the 360
Oh
because
wow,
360 is the best console, I think, personally.
yeah, because
Um,
I
that's
remember
how I
when
got hooked.
oh yeah, because I remember when the first Xbox came out, and that thing was big.
Yeah,
It was a honking box,
yeah, that was
but
pretty big.
big thing that was known with it was the Red Ring of Death, right? That was the
Yeah, I
big.
had three of those.
Jeez.
I had three of those, yeah. But luckily they were under warranty, so every time I sent them off, and then I sent them off, and then I sent them off, and they fixed it. And in the end, it got to the point where they sent me a brand new Xbox 360 Elite. You know, the black one, the like
Oh
latest
yeah,
one. They were like,
yeah.
look, it just keeps breaking. We'll just send you a brand new Xbox. I was like, sweet, I'll take it. So yeah,
we're tired. We're tired of working on yours.
yeah,
You're done.
yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
uh, well, I didn't know you were from Birmingham to begin with, Jebenu or Jabs. I didn't know you were from Birmingham. Okay, now I know. Now you're in London. All right. Goodness. And
I
then he
grew
said,
up in London. I was born in London,
"Nice."
but I moved out about 10 years ago.
Oh, yeah. He says he's uh, BBC, then Commodore 64. Oh, so you're an old time gamer. All right.
I
All
don't know
right.
what BBC is. BBC is a completely different meaning for me.
Well,
That's
there
out of
are
my age range.
yeah,
I think.
that's a few different ones. Uh, my 360, it's cooked its own brains out from the hardware design flaw. Ooh.
Yeah, they used to say as well if you had the 360 like upright,
Mm.
vertical, that it used to bend something in the when it got hot. So you
Ah,
to have it flat instead. I don't know if that's true. Someone told me that. So
yeah.
yeah, they used
You
to
always
say
have to
that.
test those things out because if someone tells you like, it didn't work, it's like, well, I was told that too. It's like, oh, gosh
Yeah.
dang. It's long enough to last when we play
Oh
Sonic
god,
06.
Sonic 06. Shadow the Hedgehog you can get away with, but Sonic 06 was so bad. Oh my god. I think someone remastered that or something like a mod and made it so the loading screens weren't like 10 hours long.
Oh, there's a computer called BBC as well as a silly channel. Well, there's also another BBC, but we won't discuss that here.
Yeah.
But no, I didn't know there was a computer called BBC. Nowadays, you could
Yeah, I never
buy a
heard of that.
computer.
I
Um,
remember the Commodores and the Ataris, but
and
I
those
don't
are old
remember.
timey. Those are old
Yeah,
time
I mean
school.
they were out of my I was SNES era sort of thing, so Super Nintendo.
Says, yeah, I
So
remember.
yeah, Sega Mega Drive, or what would you guys call it? Master System, right? We called it
Well,
Mega
we
Drive.
had yeah, there was the Sega Genesis, and then there was
Genesis. That's it.
Sega. We got the Sega Genesis, and then there was the cartridge that would allow you to combine with the Sonic 3 thing, right? Like
Yeah,
Sonic
yeah,
and Knuckles, you'd be able to combine with the other Sonic games. And then I believe they had all those other joining factors that would make it like a Mega Drive or something. I don't know.
mm.
And he said, I slogged that Sonic 06 all the way to the end. Hey,
Yeah. I
more
did.
power to you.
Yeah, fair. I got stuck. You'll probably remember this. Do you remember the silver battle where you used to get stuck in a loop?
Oh,
And they used
no.
to say the same dialogue as well, and you'd be stuck in that loop forever. I used to just get in that loop the whole time, and I could never get past it.
Oh, there was a game a long time ago. It was called Heavy Rain, and of course
Oh, right.
this
Yeah, yeah, I played that.
and the studio that made it also made like I think they made the Human Detroit
Detroit.
Human.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a
and
good
that
one.
was based off like a trailer thing they did a long while back. But there was one scene or there was some kind of bug or whatever that the dad would get stuck calling out,
Yeah.
Sean,
Sean!
Sean.
Sean! And it's like the dialogue's like really gruesome or whatever. And it's like, Sean! And I think
And you're
there's
like,
another bit as well where he's walking through the mall and he's like just saying the same thing over and over again.
oh yeah, the cartridge lock. Yeah, that's right. The cartridge lock. Yes, that was what I'm talking about. The cartridge lock thing that Sega had. You could play Sega 1, 2, and 3, which was Sonic and Knuckles, because that's how you could get the Super Emeralds. I think they were called because there were the Chaos Emeralds, and then there were the Super Emeralds in Sonic and Knuckles, because that's the combining factor. Nowadays, you could just buy the Sega Mega Collection or something like that, and it's like,
Yeah.
I gotta wonder
I'm not sure if
though.
there's a newer one. But I remember Sega Mega Drive collection as well.
Yeah,
They had a few Sonic games on it as well, didn't they? Because I remember the one Sega Sonic Mega Collection was on GameCube. I think I had it on, maybe PS2. I can't remember.
yes,
But
because the
yeah,
one that was on GameCube, the one I played, had the Sonic Fighters, the
yeah.
Sonic. There was another one, and then of course the
It's
older
like
ones.
3D Blast, which was terrible. I
3D.
don't know if you ever played that. Oh
Yeah, it was
god.
the Sonic. It was the one with the Flicky Island. That was an isometric.
That's I think that's 3D Blast. Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
3D
pretty
Blast.
bad.
It was, well, I mean, it was them trying to do 3D, but it's isometric,
Yeah,
so it's not really
yeah. It's like
3D.
fake in it, fake 3D.
Now, the one that was 3D was their Sonic Jam. It was like a small platform world that you could go around with Tails, I think it was. It was. Oh, I better look it up. What was it?
I remember that one.
It was part of the collection thing. That was. Yeah, here we go. Hold on. I'm going to share it. Yeah, I know. Don't give me that. Okay, there we go. There we go. Share. Okay, so here's what I'm talking about. This is Sonic Jam. This is the it was part of the collection thing, whatever, either gems or Mega Drive or something like that. But this is sort of like, it was a 3D world, but it wasn't really out there as a game per se. It was more like an extra bit, because it is part of a compilation thing that came on later on. I'm trying to figure out where was it, like Sega, something like that. But anyway, but yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Is that one is the Sonic World? Sorry, they call it Sonic World, but Sonic Jams is the collection of video game compilation. But then you had the other ones too later on, and all that stuff. So, but yeah, I played the and he says you had all the Sonic games in 3D World you could navigate. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's yeah, okay, yeah, he answered it for me. Yeah. And he said I completed all the time attack challenges in that. Well, congratulations, because I don't know if I could. I tried playing the Dreams game once, and that was like a later down the road, like 2000 or something like that. And that was a weird game to play, because you played as the dream creature, whatever, flying
Yeah,
through.
he's flying through hoops or something, wasn't
Yeah,
it? Yeah, yeah,
yeah. And I was just like, it's all right, I guess. I guess there's a story to it, but it's not playing well.
yeah.
I'm gonna have to just pass
Not
it.
my sort of type of game, but yeah.
There was one game because I think Sega not too long ago recently had talked about remaking some of their games, like upgrading the graphics and stuff.
Yeah,
And
I've heard a few.
yeah, and one of the games I wish they would remake or at least update would be Skies of Arcadia, because that's a game I enjoyed playing back then. But it was a GameCube game. It was the first Dreamcast game. Then they updated a bit
Yeah,
for the GameCube, and then just kind of been limbo, because the game itself is so it's old 3D modeling stuff. It's very uh,
yeah,
but what was it? But yeah, I enjoyed playing the game, and the game now you can't find it for. It probably costs a couple $100 now just to have it.
yeah. That's what I mean about Paper Mario. The GameCube one, I think is going for at least 200. I think something crazy. So yeah,
Yeah,
good old emulating.
that's right. Well, if Nintendo doesn't catch you, because you heard those
Yeah,
stories about Nintendo going after those emulators, right?
yeah.
And that was like,
Sometimes they're hard to find. You have to go through different websites and stuff.
yeah. And they aren't joking around. Like,
No.
Nintendo will slap you silly if you use a emulator. I have to play Panzer Dragoon Saga on Saturn again. I've I've only heard of the game through the Sega. What was it? Sega All Stars, Sonic All Stars. This was a driving game. I have on PC. But it was just like you go through different worlds, and one of them was the Panzer Dragoon Saga sort of thing. That was pretty interesting. But yeah, I don't play very much games anymore because one, I do this, and I have a
Yeah.
full time job, so it's not much time. But sometimes I slip into doing like Fortnite, playing Fortnite.
Oh god, yeah, Fortnite. That's kind of how I started streaming, was Fortnite, to be honest, with a bunch of friends, and then it just sort of kicked on from there.
Oh
But
yeah,
now I can't stand it. I played it when did I play it? Like 3 days ago, and it's just so different to when I played it. I can't get to grips
yeah,
with it now. It's too
yeah,
much for me.
yeah. It is. I think I've only ever won once. All the other times I'm just like, okay, I can try and hide, I can try to do all this stuff, but I usually end up losing because someone flanks me or whatever. But I'm not a serious gamer. Like, my gosh, the ninja and all these people, they're so serious in playing it. I'm like, dude, it's just a game. Like, I mean, I like the skins and stuff. Those are great, but I can get the money back. I can't get the time back, so I'm not sure I want
Yeah,
to.
yeah, yeah.
He Jab says, I look at Eggman and think it'd be important to have hard copies. Says, yeah,
Yeah,
possibly.
physical is always better. I'll always say that. I mean, you can get it. I don't know if it's the same over there, but it's cheaper.
Yeah.
It's cheaper
Everything,
to get physical. It's crazy.
yeah. No hard copy. Yeah, that is true. There's digital only. The delay is less. The delay is less. Hey, I speak closely. I know. Well, that's probably to YouTube, or because I multi-stream to both Rumble and YouTube using Rumble
Yeah,
Studio. But that's the name of the game, how it goes, to be honest. It'll get better over time, but I don't know. Yes, he is in the UK, Steve.
yeah. Unfortunately.
Well, there's a gentleman I have on him before. His name is Tomby, and he has talked about wanting to move to the US. So it's sort of like
Yeah, I dabbled with the idea at some point, but
it's a costly adventure, right? Because
yeah, I
you're
feel like I'd have to be someone go, look, here's a job that's going to pay this much, and you'll be okay, and then I'll be like, cool. But
yeah.
it's a risk, isn't it? So
He says it's quite warm today. Well,
it
it's
is.
warm here.
Been in the paddling pool.
Well, see, when what was it? There was that news article that came out a while ago saying it was a heat wave in the UK. I'm just like, well, a heat wave to us, to them, is quite different
Yeah,
because we're on imperial, you're on metric, so there's quite of a
yeah.
difference of understanding. But even then, um, oh man, I don't want to
See, we don't
know.
have air conditioning out here. That's the problem.
Well, so I talked to someone from the UK and I was like, okay, so why is it that I thought it was partly because you guys didn't have the system, right? You didn't have the system built for it, like the energy and stuff. But part of it
Mm,
was is that your homes are made to
keep
incorporate
heat
heat.
in. Yeah,
Yeah, because you guys are mostly in a chill, maybe humid, but a chill portion.
yeah.
And
Raining as well a
rain
lot.
and that too. That's a line. What was it from I Am the Walrus, where John is saying, sitting in the English garden, waiting for the sun to come. That sort of thing is the line from, but
Yeah,
because it rains a lot. And it's also like, it's not just there, it's, Scotland and all that stuff too. The
yeah.
room temperature here. Look, I don't know Celsius, okay? I'm sorry, I apologize. It's like 80, how hot is it here? So it's like 87 Fahrenheit here. And, oh, hold on. Yeah, well, you already said that. No aircon because it's rare we have sun. Well, now you're going to have to
Mm.
start thinking about that extra stuff now because you're not in that phase. Okay, I'm going to do calculate Celsius as to, yeah, because I don't know how to do it. All right.
I always just
Okay.
add 60 onto it and hope for the best.
All right. Well, we're going to do a little, I'm sure you can see that. Okay, so you say it's 32 over there, right? So you're a little warmer than us.
See, not too far off. Add 60.
Yeah. Well, we have humidity.
Almost.
Yeah, we have humidity as well. So it's about 80, 90. It's about 90 degrees where you're at. And you said it was, what was it? he named another 24. Okay, so he said 24. Another one said 24. So that's 70. I mean, to us, if it's humid,
Yeah.
sure, but to us over here, it's not that
It was
bad.
28 today, I think. Like
So that's like
highest, maybe 29.
80, well, 82, 84.
Yeah, somewhere around there today.
Yeah. See, that's why I go to the internet, because I don't know how to do that calculation.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, for us, we in the US, we parts of the US, we had a few weeks ago where it was just high humidity. It was like a pressure point over us that just went over for a while. It was a whole week of just high humidity, high heat.
Yeah.
And it got close to being 100 degrees combined with the humidity. 100
Yeah,
degrees is okay. I'm going to go back. So I can at least
probably more like 36 or 37, right? Surely. Maybe even
37
more. Yeah,
Celsius. So it's around 37 Celsius for you guys. I'm just gonna keep it up in case. That's how I as a Yank do this. But yeah, we don't. You guys are your cities are compact in a way. You guys have your houses made to incorporate heat.
Yeah.
But now
We
with
just don't have ACs. Even in like convenience stores, you guys call it, right? There's probably no ACs in there, so it's just always warm no matter where you go.
that sucks.
It's only our cars that have aircon, really.
Yeah, and someone was saying they have portable ACs in the UK.
I didn't know Kamala Harris was black, right? Ain't that the rumor?
She's just very tan. Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, no, you get that. No, but yeah, I mean, of course, a lot of Americans saw that and said, "Oh, that's not hot," because it came out to what the article said was like it came out to like 78 Fahrenheit for us, which okay, well, nope, that's 100. So it's like 25 Celsius for you guys, and it was like, well, Death Valley alone is like 123 Fahrenheit, which is a lot more. Yeah, that's a lot more in Celsius.
That's melt your organs hot.
Well, it's a dry heat. So when you're in the desert,
yeah, that's true. I went to Vegas a few years back, and it's like 36 degrees Celsius or whatever, and it doesn't feel like it. It's like 28 here feels worse than 36 out there. It's strange.
Yeah, and I think partly it's because of the humidity you guys are dealing with as well, because you guys are not in the kiss your butt goodbye Valley. Well, yeah, it gets pretty hot. But then Phoenix, there's Arizona. There are some parts of Arizona that get hot. Texas gets hot. And of course Nevada gets hot as well, like you said, Las Vegas, but I'm in a state called Indiana, so it doesn't get as bad as them, but I mean, combined with the humidity part of it, it can be very fickle. It can be very like because once humidity hits you, you can't, it's hard to cool down because you're just sweating profusely to get all that. And it's disastrous. But yeah, I can feel the pain, but you guys don't deal with it very much, and we do. So
no, it's pretty. I mean, we probably get 2 weeks summer a year if we're lucky. Right? Other than that, the country's terrible. You got to wear coats. You got to wear jackets.
That's where that pea coat look comes in, because you guys made that famous and all that stuff. But there's a fog out tonight. But does he have? Oh, here's a question for you, Sonic.
I wish. I mean, I am poor.
Hey,
I am a poor Eggman. I'm afraid.
Here's the other gentleman I was talking about. This is Tomby right there. Hey, Tomby. I've had him on. Adam Gray. I don't know where you're from, Adam Gray, but hello. But yeah, it's
yeah.
How does Tomby, what is the temperature there where you're at? Because I can't remember where you live, so I'm not going to say it. But what's the temperature where you're at, Tomby? Because I'm pretty sure you're probably is the same as like Steve and the rest. Steve's I'm like, was it 24-ish, something like that. Um, but yeah, oh, there you go. Look at that. Steve has a 25th anniversary coin. I didn't know they even did that.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, I think 25th anniversary was probably when they released like some sort of collection, wasn't it? I'm not sure.
I
Seem to
would
remember
think so.
25th anniversary in a game somewhere, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
there's I would think so because what was Sonic 25th. Nope, I spelled 25th anniversary. I know. Trying to what games they was a celebration that started in 2016. Oh, I'm gonna show you guys.
2016.
It said the Sonic the Hedgehog 25th anniversary was a celebration starting 2016 of 25 years since the start of the Sonic Hedgehog series. Oh, and in 1981, of course. And preceded by the 20th anniversary and followed by the 30th anniversary. So we've already hit the 30th anniversary. Variations of the 25th
I'm sure.
anniversary.
I thought they released an actual certain collection or something, but
I have doubt that they did. So they're the games, right? Sonic Dash, Sonic Mania. Oh, maybe that was it, Sonic Mania.
I think Sonic Mania was like kind of half fan made, wasn't it, or something?
Well, no, it wasn't made. Okay, so it which acts as a celebration of the 25th anniversary. So yes, it is part of that. But Sonic Mania was made by fans with the publisher by Sega and whatnot, because Sega did give them permission because they had to have permission. But yeah, some of the creators were, or some of the people working on this game were fans, and that's what made it so special. He's saying, look up the collector's coin for. Okay, I will. And Steve says he's got up to 33 Celsius in a room so far. It's still pretty warm.
Distracted by Life asked me a question. Should I answer it?
Where at?
Oh, I don't know. I can
see it. I see it. Here we go.
Yeah, all right, cool. Yeah. No, it's not his best movie, to put it bluntly. His best movie is Snatch, 100%. That is one of the best movies, the best English movies you'll ever see. Snatch. Watch it. It's the best.
The only ones I know of Guy Ritchie doing were, I think, the wasn't it the Kingsman? Wasn't that him?
I don't know. I haven't seen that actually.
Oh, okay. Because I think he did the I think Guy Ritchie did the
Done King Arthur. I remember that, but I haven't seen that.
oh yeah, that's right. The Angels, something Charlie's Angels, that's right. I think Guy Ritchie did Charlie's Angels.
Did he? I didn't know that.
Snatch I had in DVD.
He did marry Madonna, yeah, you're right.
And she pretended to be English after a while. But anyway,
I think she tried to get in his movies as well, and you're sort of like, ugh.
Not you again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow, so you're in the US. So yeah, it's pretty high. It's 87 where I'm at. So and he has another question. Jabs has a question for you.
Poster? What which pop star had as a poster?
Which was your poster? Which pop star was your poster? I think it's like the poster you put on your wall.
What, my favorite pop star?
Yeah. If you had one.
I don't think I really have one. I'm trying to think, like, if I had anyone on my wall. I can't think, really. I don't think I did have anyone on my wall. I mean, I went through a phase of liking rap, which I can't stand now, by the way, but I used to like rap, so maybe like 50 Cent I might have had on my wall.
Oh, that's probably why.
But I didn't really have posters on my wall.
Neither did I, to be honest. I know a lot of people did back in the day, like Cindy Crawford and all that stuff, but I'm not a...
Yeah. I listen to music, but I've never been a poster sort of person.
So what music do you listen to then? What's your genre?
Almost everything, apart from like classical and heavy metal and rap. Other than that, I listen to pretty much everything. I like my old school sort of rock and roll, and stuff like that. And recently, I've been listening to sort of like synthwave music, retro wave,
Really?
and even gaming lo-fi. I don't know if anyone's into that, but this would be like old school gaming tracks, soundtracks,
Yeah.
but they'll be mixed into like a lo-fi. It's pretty cool.
I there's some of that on Rumble as well. I think Lo-Fi Girl is one of them. No, he said you didn't like metal, do
No,
you?
not into metal. There's
Mm.
some bands will make a song that I like that'll be like a heavy metal band, but I'm not into heavy metal. Like there's some songs where I mean I wouldn't even call it heavy metal, but stuff like what's that geezer's name? Lemmy. Remember Lemmy? Ace of Spades? Like songs like that I like, but it's not
Oh,
really heavy metal.
can
Motorhead. Is it Motorhead? Yeah.
probably.
So there's certain songs that I like, so but I wouldn't say I'm into that sort of music. But something can catch me, you know.
Yeah, so funny thing is a majority of the music I listen to is English. So Coldplay,
Yeah.
Gorillaz, um, what was of course the Beatles one.
Oasis, surely.
Oh,
That's
I've heard
Oasis.
Wonderwall.
Yeah.
Wonderwall, I do believe I have, or Champagne Supernova. One of the two. Those
Yeah,
were
that's a
old
good song. That's a good song.
90s songs right there. Trying to think. Then there's some small ones like Clash. There's some songs by Clash I've heard.
Yeah.
Uh, I've listened to some of Dua Lipa, and I think she's English as well, though I'm not sure from where in England she's from.
I didn't know she was English, to be honest.
Well,
But I know about her.
yeah,
I didn't
well,
know she was English.
I better look up to make sure because I'm pretty sure. Yeah, she is English and Albanian singer, is what it
Right,
says.
there you go.
And I'll show the chat. I know I'm using Wikipedia, but it's London. Okay, London, England. So there you go. There's your answer. London, England is
You wouldn't
where
kick
she is.
her out of bed, would you?
She's younger than I am, but no, I wouldn't. But you kind of have to be careful, like not in the sense of like you get in trouble or anything. It's just like star, regular person, star, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Because there's a difference of worlds one dual deals with. I fancy Dua Lipa. She's 28. I mean, unless
3
you're like
years younger than me, so that's not bad.
unless you're like 50, 54, or 60. I mean, usually I think they
I
can
mean,
make
it's
that
too
work.
old for Leonardo DiCaprio, isn't it? So
Mhm. I think that once they hit 30, I think that's too old, but I could be wrong. But no, she's not bad looking. I mean, she's popping out songs like crazy, but then again, that could be her music label. Sure, I'm not sure. Lipa.
yeah, I
Well,
couldn't name a song, to be honest. I really couldn't name one of her songs.
the only one I
If
know
I
of.
heard it, I might, but I wouldn't be able to name it.
So there was a. Did you ever go see the movie Alita: Battle Angel, the one that James Cameron did? No, okay. Well, then that's not going to be helpful. But in the movie, it's a live action movie. In the movie, she has a song called Black Swan, which is towards the end of the movie, and that's where I first noticed her from. And then I've listened to some of her songs, like she's done some new ones like Houdini and all this stuff. It's very poppy. It's very like just churn out stuff. But I mean, she's not bad to look at. So there's that.
That
Sometimes
always
looks do
helps,
help.
right?
Yeah, sometimes it does help. I mean, you can't say the same for Madonna, but there we are.
Yeah, I mean, when she was younger, but now, definitely not.
I
Definitely not. I
just
don't
like
know what it is. It's just some like they don't grow old gracefully, you know, and they get all
well,
this surgery, and it's just like,
yeah. It's most likely
then would
that
they look worse without it? I don't know. You know,
well,
never know.
for me it's like you see people like Susan Sarandon, Julianne Moore,
Yeah,
these ladies, they've aged. I mean, they've gotten some plastic surgery, but I'm not too sure. Oh yeah, that's right. She did a co-op with Sir Elton John, but it was more one of his songs, so it's not really
right.
a co-op per se. Hey, Major Zap, nice to see you, sir. Nice to see you. I love Pretty Please. Yeah, that's a good one too. Uh, yeah, Pretty Please is a good one that she did. But what was it? Who was that at? Was it Madonna? No, there are some women. I don't know if some of these older actresses get plastic surgery, you can never tell until it's too much. But someone like Julianne Moore, right? Like you could tell she's gotten older, but she still looks as
The
looks
one
as good.
I used to have like a crush on was Sigourney Weaver.
Ooh,
Yeah.
What is? I like music that uses rhythms. Well, if you didn't know, the guy that did the drumming for the Red Hot Chili Peppers did a drumming part for one of her songs. So yes, real instruments are in there. It's just there are other stuff in there too. I'm old. I remember as a hot young new. Oh man, we're getting
Fake
terrible one.
jugs.
You,
Yeah,
if
I'm
you
not a
can,
massive fan of fake jugs.
if
I
you
must
can,
admit.
if you can tell, it's no, no. What was I going? There was something that I was talking about looking up, but oh, that's right, Sigourney Weaver. So
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember. It's that Weaver. There we go.
I'm sure you know her.
Yeah, well, I do know. I'm just trying to find like a recent picture, and safe ones too, because you know the internet. Okay, here we go. So yeah, you got her. I think this is, 2019. So that's 2019. What about 20? Let's do 2023. See if we get anything from there. Okay. All right. Well, it's just not. I mean, you can tell, right? This
Yeah,
is
I mean she is about 70 odd.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
but the
But I mean,
reason why I had a crush on her is because Alien. She was just a badass, you know.
yeah. Chad
Something
Smith.
about
Yeah,
a strong woman that's quite attractive, you know.
yeah. Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah, there you
awesome.
go. See, Jeb knows.
There we go. Sigourney Weaver. You'll like a strong woman. I mean, she was in the movie Paul. In the movie Paul,
Yeah,
she played a
yeah, she
strong.
was. Yeah.
Yeah, and she can be. There was, I don't know if she's played in some other movies too that weren't like Alien or whatever, but then there's that, and then I want to see if I can't find one for. No, there we go. Oh, British American. I didn't know she was British American. Okay, hold on, looking up Julianne Moore. Okay, so this
Yeah.
I mean,
Might have to put
she's
safe search on. I think she's nude in some scenes, isn't she? So might want to be
yeah. Oh yeah,
careful
that's true. Yeah.
there.
That's why I stopped the sharing and then make sure I look.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think this is here. So this is recent. This is 27, 23. Yeah. Wow.
She was in a Hannibal, wasn't she?
Don't know. But I
Never seen
mean,
Hannibal? Oh, okay.
the TV show, is that what you're saying?
No, no, the film. You had Silence of the Lambs, and then you
Oh
had
yeah. No. Yes. No.
Hannibal.
That was what was her name? She was in Contact. Not Julianne Moore, but the other person. Crap.
From Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Julianne Moore wasn't in
remember her
Silence and
name.
Lambs.
No,
But
she was in Hannibal with the next one. They couldn't get the first girl or something, so they had to switch her out for her.
Ghost. Oh, that's right. She was a Ghostbusters. Sigourney Weaver was in Ghostbusters. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, yeah. Was it
but
Ghostbusters 2?
Both of them, 1 and 2.
She?
And she came back for Afterlife. Sigourney Weaver came back for Afterlife.
Did she?
Yes, so there was an end credit sort of her deal with some of the other cast. And then, but yeah, Julianne Moore has done most of the movies she's probably done. She's probably either seen crying or some sort of thing. But I mean, if you work it well, but I mean, she's still gorgeous now. I mean, you can't. I don't know if
she was in a quite funny movie with not Ryan Reynolds. What's the other geezer called? Oh,
no, Rob. There was a Mark Ruffalo. There was a movie she was in. I think it was called The Kids Are All Right. Is the one she was in with Mark Ruffalo, and of course that's a bit of a raunchy one itself. So,
who's the funny guy out of the latest Blade Runner? I really like him. I can't remember his name now.
Are you talking about Harrison Ford or Ryan Gosling?
No. Ryan Gosling, that's the one. I knew it was Ryan something. She's in a film with that and Steve Carell. That's a pretty funny film.
Oh yeah, crazy. No, it was Crazy in Love. I think
Something
was
along them lines.
yeah.
Cabin in
And
the Woods. Oh man, yeah, that's a great film as well. Yeah, that is a great film. Good shout.
let's see, Kevin Woods. Her character was great. She earned her strong female rank and not by default. True, but Alien did seem to go on for very long with her in it. Like it was like 5 or 6 different movies.
Yeah,
That
they should only make the first two. The rest were kind of a bit,
mm,
you know.
yeah. Oh, I know she was in Boogie Nights. I know Julianne Moore was in
Oh
Boogie
yeah,
Nights.
Boogie Nights. Yeah,
But she's been in other movies too. She did the voice of the AI computer in Eagle Eye. She's been yeah, it's with Shia LaBeouf in it. Oh goodness, hold on, I'm gonna have to look up her. Nope, nope. I've got two. There we go. It's hard to do all this typing around. I'm looking up the IDMB. Um, okay, so movies. Oh, May, December, Sherpa. When you finish, that's a lot. She's been in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, sometimes there'll be like cameos and stuff that they come up. Kingsman, there you go.
She's a Golden Circle. Oh, that's right. She was a bad guy in this movie. This is the second one before the one that went back like with Ralph Fiennes and all that stuff. Inside
Hunger
Amy Schumer.
Games, yeah, forgot about that.
Yeah, Hunger Games. 9 Kisses. Hunger Games again. There you go. That's right. I forgot about that. Still Alice, Map to the Stars. Carrie. That's right. There was a Carrie remake. I remember that.
Was there?
That
sound good.
She played the religious mother. She played religious
the
mother.
Crazy, yeah.
Which
the
I mean,
one, yeah.
Which I mean, for Julianne Moore, that's not hard. So she appeared on 30 Rock. Okay. Crazy Stupid Love. That's right. That's the movie we were talking about.
That's a good film. And I'm not into rom-coms, but that one's pretty good.
Oh, that one scene where everything just comes at a head with all the characters.
And then Kevin Bacon comes out, and it's like, oh god, here we go.
That is too funny. Child Scary. Kids. This is the one I was talking about. The Kids Are Right. This is one with Mark Ruffalo. Chloe is another one. Eagle Eye. This is the one I was talking about. She did the voice of Arya, which is the AI thing in there.
I'll tell you what, she's in The Big Lebowski. That's a really good film. We haven't seen.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that.
Yeah, she's the crazy artist woman or something, isn't she?
Yeah.
She does crazy well, it seems like.
Crazy, sad. Oh, that's right. Here you go. So Hannibal. That's the one you were talking about. Okay. Magnolia. She was in Magnolia.
I haven't
Psycho.
seen that, actually.
Neither have I. There, The Big Lebowski.
Oh,
she was in Big
brilliant film.
Boogie Nights.
One of my favorite films. That is Big Lebowski.
Oh, that's right. I forgot she was in one of the Jurassic Park movies. It was
Assassins.
number 2.
That's a Sylvester Stallone movie. That one.
Assassins, Shortcuts, The Fugitive with Harrison Ford.
Good. That's a good film.
Nice. Positive Evidence, Cast the Deadly Spell, The Last Go. Some of these, Another World. Some of these are, I have not heard.
Are very. Yeah, that's their first starting out stuff, I think, down there.
Yeah. But that's a whole body of work right there. Big Lebowski. Yep, we saw that. But all right, well now, it's the top of the hour, and at every top of the hour they have a guest on. All the Avatar movies. Oh, Sigourney Weaver. That's right. She was in the Avatar movie, Sigourney Weaver. But it's the top of the hour, and at the top of the hour, I set aside some time for us to promote ourselves, because it's just it's a timekeeper. Like they've been here hour after hour, but also it's a way of because usually content creators they leave till the end or whatever, or they keep repeating themselves in the middle. I'm like, well, let's do the whole thing and then do it the hour, and then kind of if we can go longer, we can. If not, that's fine. But I do have your links in the description below. But if you want to promote yourself or sell yourself, the floor is yours.
Put me on the spot. I mean, I don't really know how to promote myself, really. I mean, just a typical Englishman from London. Just platinum trophy. I like to complete games, as you can tell. I mean, if you haven't seen the collection, but voila. That's not even all of it.
Nice.
And there's also random crap, my PC parts and Nintendo Switch box and stuff like that. But yeah, I love 100% games. I've been a gamer since I was like 3 years old with the Super Nintendo, so just got hooked really. And then I used to have a YouTube channel when I was like 17, 18 that didn't really do too well, and this was back when I didn't know what I was doing.
Right.
And then when Fortnite come out, I learned that you could stream through your PS4, and then I started streaming from a PS4, and then rest is history. Now, I don't know, slowly but surely, with the funds I made through Twitch, just started building. I got a laptop, then I got a camera, then I got a mic, and I got ring lights, then I got monitors, then I got a PC. Just kept building. Here we are, and now I'm on Rumble as well,
Nice.
YouTube, Twitch, Kick, you name it. Banned on Facebook, so don't look for me there.
Jeez.
Yeah, I still don't know why I'm banned there. Don't ask me why. Zuckerberg don't like me for some reason. I'm trying to get my account back, but I just can't get it back. It's weird.
Yeah, well, YouTube's not far behind that, unfortunately, if all the news you hear about content creators on YouTube and all that stuff. But that's why you multi-platform yourself, right? Because if one platform takes you off, guess what?
Yeah, Twitch is like the main one because that's where I proper focused on live streaming. So most of my communities over there and stuff like that, but I'm trying to dabble in other areas, like I said, vaping got me over to Rumble. And I'm slowly building a little community on Rumble. I think I've got like 61 followers, something like that. Not a hell of a lot, but the grind is slowest at the start, so hopefully it just snowballs from there.
Yeah, and I did put the correct Rumble link below your link tree, because again, the Rumble link in your link tree is probably your.
Is my link tree there, by the way? Did you put my link tree? Oh, right, okay.
Yes, both your.
there's a kind of a joke link in there that people might see.
Yeah, but I did put it there because I have a link tree too. It's just the one of the links, the Rumble link, was not correct, so I did put the correct Rumble link. It can be. I haven't had any issues, but I do know that they do shadow ban some things, or I might not tag some things well. But sometimes I put out videos and they get like very few views, and even if it gets like there was one where it got no views at all, and I had to link to it in order to get it views. So there are some cases where shorts, this is shorts, right? Shorts can be whatever. We are all. Honestly, we're all networking weird ways. I came in from Tomby. Yeah, and I had Tomby on, and Tomby, for me, came from Jack Tarlad. So there's that. He's another English dude as well. But yeah, his links are down below. His correct Rumble link is under his link tree. So if he's worth your time or look. Oh yeah,
that's the one. Jab, see it.
Yeah. I saw that too, and I was like, wait a second. And I was like,
yeah, it's not really like anything on there, so don't worry. It's just more of a joke sort of meme.
And it's kind of, OnlyFans is kind of poison pilled itself because of all the stuff that OnlyFans has built up to on there. So they make their money on the ladies, not regular creators.
Yeah, some poor guy subscribed to my OnlyFans. He actually paid $10 or whatever it was, and he came into my stream and was like, "I am so pissed off because there's nothing on there. It's just literally, it's just a stupid video on there, just of nothing, just a video of nothing and a picture of nothing." And he subscribed to it thinking there was actually gonna be content on there. But the most annoying part about that is I need 2 more subscribers now to actually get a payout. Because it's got a minimum threshold sort of thing. So
every place.
2 other suckers now.
Come over here. No, yeah, there's a lot of places have the threshold,
Yeah.
But okay, but yes, check him out. See if he's worth your time and whatever. And if he is, give him a follow, because dude's really cool. And it's another Englishman I can add to my collection of people I've talked to. So far in the UK. All right, and it's of course my turn. So guys, if you're here, whether you're on YouTube or Rumble, if you wouldn't mind, please like, share, follow, and leave a comment, because all that engagement stuff helps in bringing people on, like Eggman, like Vapin, like so many others that I've had on here, Tomby, because at this point I've had about 80 plus people so far through this show, and and that's within a short period of time. Like, I started live streaming since August of last year, and I didn't do the conversational piece until November, and that was just sparse. It was just sparse throughout. So, but yes, the engagement factor helps me being seen more. And if you, that's right, you in the audience or wherever you're seeing this from, or if you're seeing this later, if you would like that same opportunity to be on like Eggman, like Vapin, and like so many others, go down to the link tree, my link tree, not his link tree. He'll get you confused a bit. Well, go down go down to my link tree, go in there, find my links, and you can go to my Twitter X, you can go to my email. I have a Discord one in there as well. Anywhere you go to, you can find me. Hit me up and we can get started, because I'm wanting to have more different people on, because there's so many, whether they're creators or not, it does not matter. If you're not a creator, it doesn't matter. Come on. I'm inviting you in, as long as you're respectful, of course. If you're not respectful, then you can go elsewhere. But yeah, I'm willing to
guests.
I'm getting a lot of troll guests, and I'm gonna be like, oh, come on. But yeah, I'm planning to share this more. I think sometime by next month I'll have hit like 100 different people on here, and that's not accounting the multiple times somebody's been on. Like Jack Tarlett himself has been on like 7 different times, and it's going to be on 8 times in August. So there you go. Tommy's going to come back on as well. But again, like I said, engagement stuff, any of it or all of it will help. And of course, if you want to come on, go down to my link tree and we can get started. Or if you want to do that, leave a comment down on Rumble or YouTube, and we can start it as well, because I am trying to reach across to many different places, many different platforms. I've had someone who was on Twitch, only Twitch, but he was dabbling in using Rumble. His name is Dubby, and I've had so many other people on, either from YouTube or whatever. And I'm willing to break across niches, platforms, different perspectives about the world, whatever. And having 80 plus people proves that it can be done in a short period of time. So, because I'm trying about doing a person almost every weekday. Some days, one day or another, there's probably like a solo chat, but I'm doing probably a new person almost every weekday. I don't do weekends. I save that for if case someone can't do a weekday, but that's a rare occasion, you know. So anyway, but thank you all so much. You respect what? But you won't come on, Steve. You won't come on. I've invited you on. You won't come on.
There's a reason, definitely a reason, isn't there?
Yeah.
He's dodgy.
He's dodgy. I was in the Discord call he was with Tomby, and I'm like, come on, Steve. I'm inviting you guys. Like, hey, UB Legend, what up? What up, my dude? Why I misclicked. What up, U Legend? What up? What up? UB Legend. I've had UB Legend on. Oh, come on. Okay, there we go. I'm on here. Well, I know you're on here, but I meant not on in chat. I meant on the screen with me. Come on. Jeez. Oh goodness. I'm doing well, UB Legend. How are you? I see you in the chat, my man. I hope you're doing awesome. Do you have long arms? I have arms long enough that I can swat somebody if I need to, but not across the screen. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Slap him down.
Stream of conspiracy. Look, you and 1,000 others. All right, you and 1,000 other people will be doing that. Yeah, of course. Yeah, see, of course, you have to be on. Either you're in that people can hear you, or you're on screen. One or the other. I don't care. All right, just come on. And I think it could have a lot of viewers, but my thing is like a lot of other people are already doing that, and I'm just like, I know a lot of people are doing podcast stuff too, but I'm like, I don't know if they're doing it in the same way that I'm doing it. I don't know. I've tried gaming. It didn't really work out. And I'm just like, once I hit this conversational stuff, I was like, okay, it seems to be working. Let's continue with it. And I get to meet awesome people like you. And like I said, vaping and all that stuff. And it's been working out really well. But you've been on Twitch and you've been doing the gaming stuff for a while. So like,
yeah, too long.
Too long.
Too long.
How long is too long in that book?
Well, to be fair, not too long on Twitch. I think 6 years, maybe. Twitch. It's not a crazy amount of time, but I mean, gaming all my life, but
Oh, well, yeah, okay, there's that part, but gaming on stream is the is
yeah,
the point.
about 6 years, I'd say.
That's pretty awesome.
Made some dabbled in YouTube when I was younger, like videos wise, but
Mm.
never really took off or anything. So yeah, I'd say 6 years properly in streaming.
Yeah, again, I've been uploading pre-recorded videos since May of last year, and then I didn't start live streaming to both platforms until um August of last year, because that was like gaming and like other stuff. But yeah, so it's not even been a full year yet, and I'm already at this position where I didn't think I'd be at this position, right? Because they say it's harder to grow on YouTube than anything else. Probably
Oh
Twitch too.
yeah, I really
Yeah.
find live streaming really a struggle on YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I've got 2,500 subscribers, something along them lines. I stream, no one, nobody's there. It's
Well,
crazy. It's
and the
weird.
thing, well, and the thing of it is, like, people, I follow a bunch of people. I think I follow over like 100 different content creators, and I barely watch their stuff. So
Yeah,
it's like, well, I get what the follower count does. It helps with your engagement, but it doesn't mean very much,
no.
because unless they're rewatching your stuff later on, then that could help. But at the end of the day, it's sort of like hey, here's a stream. Your attention span is so fizzled and if you make content, forget about it. You'll barely watch the stuff the other people you were following. You'll just be
Yeah.
So it's like
It's hard.
it's a conundrum. It's the content creator conundrum, where if you're creating, you can't watch very much, or you don't watch very much because you're busy doing your own stuff.
Yeah.
Jab says, imagine when I was a child, we had to hijack the TV to play a Pong. Two
Pong
straight
was terrible.
with a dot that simply move out. Yeah, it's the simplest game of all, but I mean,
Yeah, that's out of my age range, but that was a terrible game.
oh well, thank you, Major. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. That's a benefit to us all.
That's sweet. I've only just really started using X, Twitter, whatever
Yeah.
you want to call it, because it wasn't really my sort of thing. But now I've started using it. Now Elon Musk has taken over. It's so much better, I think. So I'm on it now.
I would say it's slightly better, but I still have issues because I had a previous account that was suspended for no apparent reason, and no reason was given, and other people are getting their accounts suspended too.
That's what I'm like with Facebook. So I'm
Yeah.
really annoyed with Facebook now.
Yeah, I don't trust it as far as I can throw a ball. So 25.
No,
Right.
not even bots. It's strange, honestly. I don't get it. I mean,
Yeah.
I got most of my subscribers through YouTube Shorts, but like even
Yeah.
still, you'd think they'll stop by in a stream once in a while. But yeah, very strange.
I really do think that unless you find a way to become bigger, sort of like PewDiePie or whatever, your views are immaculate. I mean, they're just, it's great. I mean, if you're doing what you're doing, right? If you're playing games, whatever, just for the heck of it and just for the fun, and anyone who stops by is just a bonus, then it's great. It's fine. But if you're one of those people that create and you want people to stop by and do all this stuff, you play to the algorithm's favor in order to get those people to watch you. I'm like, that's my conundrum, right? In this content creator sphere, it's like so what I do is I have these live streams and then I have shorts. I use a program called Opus.pro to make the shorts.
Yeah, I know about that one. Yeah,
and that's it. I just take from those shorts. I edit a little bit, just try to get it within that 60-second, whatever.
Yeah.
Not too controversial, obviously, but I take those things that people say in those shorts and I give them, I put them on both Rumble and YouTube, because those things that those people say, the stories and whatnot, I want to share them with other people, so they'll come on and see all these new people, whatever. It's sort of like the ebb and flow thing, but
yeah.
I don't try to play to the algorithm's favor. I mean, I do add tags. Yes, I do add tags to the videos, sure. But that's more so they can see these people, and I do add their info, like their where they're at stuff info into those shorts, so that way people may go directly to them and see their stuff. So in that way, it serves as a benefit for both of us, if I can. And I understand people dislike shorts, but at the end of the day, TikTok exists, right?
Yeah, as well as kids just have the short attention span, so it's like shorts is all they watch now. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But I do long form content, but it's usually like random stuff.
Oh,
Like I'll
thank
do
you.
like trophy guide or something like that. So it's not really, I'm not really trying to hit that meta or anything like that. I'm just doing stuff to try and help people out on games or whatever, and just
Yeah.
if they subscribe, they subscribe sort of thing.
And
And
that's
some random stuff as well.
yeah. And that's understandable, horror. I mean, you don't have to. But I use X to send out the links to, and there was a thing a while back on Twitter X where if you had links sending out to other places, that they would kind of demoralize the links or something like that. I can't remember what the word was.
Yeah.
Well, yes and no, because the algorithm is a self-feeding prophecy machine where if you feed into it in order to get people to you, it may not always be out to your benefit. You have to do all these wacky, weird things in order to get people to see you. And those people may end up leaving because you're not there. They're not there for that reason if you do something
I can
different.
never figure out the YouTube algorithm. One
I
day it's something else, one day it's this, and I'm like, I don't get it. I just don't get it. I'm just gonna stop trying now.
yeah, my thing is like this content. I part of it is I get it because if I want to have more people on, I have to play to that field a bit. But my thing is like I have these people, right? I have these people, and they come on, and we have a discussion about whatever, like we've had for the past almost hour and a half, hour 20
Yeah.
minutes. But the thing of it is like the stuff we talk about or whatever, it could be stuff that could be relatable to whoever sees it, right? So I make shorts of those sections. I send them to both platforms, and either people come from it or not. And yes, I do use YouTube system of the short thing to kind of do for my benefit. But at the end of the day, though, it's more about these people that are coming on. They're sharing a bit of themselves for the time being, and they may come back later on for another time, and so on and so forth. And it's about having conversations with other people, whether we agree or disagree. That's not the point. The point is we're able to come down and sit on a conversation, because you see right now in your own country, the whatever the news will give you, right? And all the hysteria and fights and stuff. And then even the US, the same with the US. And it seems like we're at a point where I make a schedule based upon others' schedule I can keep with, because I do want to work within their schedule, because I do stay consistency just about every day, but the time is not the same, and keep up the grind. I try, and I get there
I pretty
slowly.
much just stream every evening. That's like my schedule. But making videos is completely different because I'll be here, there, and everywhere. So it's like it's hard to edit videos and get them uploaded and stuff like that. So, but streaming, I always try to every day, every evening sort of thing. But you know, life gets in the way sometimes, so you can't always do it. So
That's where I have for my shorts, right? So when the holiday, like of course I'm in America, so if American holiday comes around or family stuff comes around, I can just schedule shorts while I'm gone, because people would usually do like 10-minute videos, 20-minute videos. Shorts are easier, under a minute or so. Oh, look, there you go.
there you go. You get one. It's a good stream, man.
Yeah. But yeah, I use my shorts. I use my backlog of shorts in order to placate if I'm not there doing streams.
Yeah.
And that's much easier than doing like a 10-minute video, 30-minute video, and it's just like whatever. Well, distracting. Well, sub, I'm not sure S&M chat gets a lot of chat. What? S&M chat. I don't know what that means. Doesn't want to follow.
That was like bondage, isn't it?
Yeah, let's yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it might be something else. I don't know.
No, he said he messed up with that one, so there you go. He messed up.
Oh, okay. I'm just showing my kink now.
Goodness. Hey, you know what? I've had people come into my chat and they said, "Hey, follow me back since I followed you." Like, that's not how this works.
That's Twitch chat. That's how I started on Twitch. I was like, well, do you know what? Get me affiliated. And as soon as I'm affiliated, I'm like, that's it. I'm done. I'm not doing it anymore. You know, but yeah, follow for follow is pretty rough. Doesn't help at all, really.
Who are you streaming? I mean, who are you talking to, Hor? Because there's a lot of people talking right now, so I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Distracted by life. Yes, distracted by life is distracted by life. That's the conundrum of his name.
I've streamed horror. If you're talking to me, I've streamed horror before. But yeah,
Yeah, I couldn't. I think the closest I'd ever get to a horror game is probably the Five Nights at Freddy's because, yeah, sure, it has some jump scare bits and people got tired of it, but just imagine this, right? A guy used to be work for Dollar General as a manager and all this stuff and make Christian games and whatnot. He makes a game, a horror game, right? Jump scares about animatronics coming to get you, right? It becomes an overnight success, partly because of content creators, right? Markiplier, some other ones as well. And all of a sudden, years and years later, he finally makes a movie.
That's mad, isn't it?
And it's just like, and his movie was, I mean, he teamed up, Scott Cawthon teamed up with Blumhouse. That's who helped make it. And of course, the Jim Henson company helped make the animatronic look and whatnot. And it made double the amount it spent, even more so than what was spent. And and you have to imagine a guy who started making the game on his own and had his sons help beta test, made a movie that made over half of what it spent. And because of this success it had, they're probably going to do a number 2, which Scott Cawthon was on a I can't remember his name, but he was English as well. And he was on a sort of interview thing, and he did say like he would want to do like a trilogy, right? He wanted to do a trilogy movie, and that would be it, and all that stuff. But it's pretty interesting. And his question is, curls the shoulder.
Yeah, I mean, I used to be ginger, like proper. I don't know if you can tell now, but
Yeah, it's there. It's still there.
but yeah,
It's still there.
I used to be ginger. But yeah, my hair goes curly when it gets longer. I need a haircut, really. I mean, this is just a mess. This is just, I've just got home, put my headset on. Sometimes I've got a hairband floating around that I can quickly whack on. But yeah.
But it's a curly mess, though. So
yeah, if people ask me sometimes, like, do you get it permed? I'm like, no, I do not get it permed. Like, it's just natural. I just wake up and this is it.
It's natural. Distracted.
I've always wanted really long hair, but it's just not practical. Not practical.
Yeah, I mean, if you have long curly hair, that kind of, because I've seen red curly hair before, and it has those curls. It's like, whoa,
Yeah.
But I mean, if it works in your benefit, I mean, why not?
Yeah.
So
do a haircut for sure.
But yeah, what was I? But yeah, the Five Nights at Freddy's, that thing, like even the VR games that are out there now, it's like, I mean, the story, if you try to go by the plot story alone, it's convoluted. They're just going to get off right at the bat. And he tries. I used to be ginger, and now I'm a silver fox. Well, some ladies love the silver fox, so there you go. A silver fox with beard. They love the silver fox with beard. I think women like that a lot more. I have some sort of beard, but I'm not silvery fox, so I like to keep a little color.
Simply Red. Oh God, don't say that. That guy's ugly as shit. Do not say that. Oh my God, no,
Cursed.
no.
It's cursed.
Oh my God,
that name
please.
is cursed.
I do not want to end up like that guy. I mean, I'd like his money, but no, that guy's no. I don't mind his music though. Yeah, he is not a good-looking chap.
Oh yeah! Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez. I'm just gonna show the chat so they have a better understanding. There you go. That's what he looks like. He does have a bit of a beard. He does a little bit of scruff, but yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's not good. See, that side profile is probably his best picture because you can't see his face.
Oh, this one? No, this one. Yeah, because you can see he has a bit of a beard, so that kind of does work. He has that long curly hair, like he's trying to do like something. But yeah,
some of these old pictures as well. But yeah, like he's not good looking at all.
Yeah, you see him without his beard, and he looks like I think he's wearing a wig or something. And it's like I don't think I want to go down that road, but I didn't know who he was before. The way a little guy to make it on Rumble is to engage a lot in other streams. Yeah, that's true. That is true. I try to, but I can't very well because
Time
again, I have a
consuming.
time
It's
consuming. I have
hard.
a full time job. Yeah, but part
Yeah.
of so what I do. So there's something I do. It's called Pay It Forward. So on Fridays, when I can, and not like holiday or whatever, I do a thing where um I go around on the Rumble live stream thing,
Mm.
not gaming or live stream or whatever. It's the whole of the live stream thing, and I go around and I kind of just say a few nice words. I give some rants, and then I help with the engagement factor, and that's pretty much it. But you never know what a little can do, and Rumble shows what can happen. But on YouTube, you can't do a little because you can't say a lot with a little. So. Uh,
Yeah.
my wife likes the goatee, so it says, "Oh, well, can make you look like an evil guy if you play it right." I have dirty blonde hair but ginger beard with whiteness, so there's that. Well, there you go. You're an enigma at that point. You're an enigma. And what does
I have
Steve
the
say?
worst facial hair in the world, so I'm not growing any of it. I'll shave whenever I can.
Oh, you look alright as you are, as long as you don't mistake him for Harry. That's about. Oh,
Yeah.
Prince Harry. I don't think it's gonna be that hard. I don't think it's gonna be that hard.
No, we used to love Prince Harry in this country, and then he
Yeah, and then he
just
then he threw you guys to the curb. No, he threw the royal family to the curb. Is the story?
yeah, threw the royal family under the bus and then took an airplane out.
Well,
Pretty
he
much.
he got married to an American, which just seems yeah. I don't.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing wrong with that, but I mean, like, what they said about him is just like, oof.
Yeah,
It's pretty bad.
yeah. Hey, but he chose it, man. His brother is yeah, he is seen as a traitor. Yep, but his brother William is he's lost. I don't know how old he is, Prince William, but he's at the point where he's pretty much bald. But I mean
Mm.
people still love him. I don't know how they feel about King Charles, but that's another King Charles.
Well, yeah, he had a rough time. I mean, with Princess Diana and all that, yeah, not
There,
many
yeah, there's
people do
that.
like him.
Yeah, there's that too. I know I
William's
know
alright. Seems
yeah
alright.
I know people loved Princess Diana because
Yeah, they really did.
she was very giving. I mean, that's just from memory, but yeah, I mean, Prince Charles. When you have a parent, Queen Elizabeth, who's been around for close to 100 years, because she was what 90 something when she passed, close to like
I can't even
92,
remember.
93.
She was old though. She
Yeah,
had a good run.
she was yeah she's been there since World War I or before World War I. Queen Victoria, if anyone remembers. Harry is the better look. Well, I mean, he does have a full head of hair and beard, but
Yeah, he's definitely the better looking one, but I don't think William really cared about that sort of stuff, really.
yeah, mm, it's a very interesting. But I don't know much about monarchy. I mean, that's why America was got to where it was. We try to get away
Yeah.
from that, and we still have issues. So
We got
congrats on
Canada.
yeah. Yes, you got Canada, but even that's a bit of a problem in itself. So
Yeah.
yeah, he writes books called Wag. What? Wagi? I don't know what that is. Don't you? Don't think we love the? Don't think we English love the royal? I'm not saying all the English love the royal family. I'm just saying we we don't have we have the presidency, so something of similar stature, but we don't have a royal family for some
No.
to fawn over. We have some people that are celebrity, like Trump or whatever, but the royal family, in essence of the politics now, is seen as more as a figurehead, right? It's sort of like the Emperor of Japan. The Emperor of Japan is seen
Yeah.
as a figurehead. I mean, they get the royal family gets to keep their nice stuff, but at the end of the day, they are just a figurehead
Mm.
in the scheme
It's
of
more
things.
like a touristy thing now. It seems like
Yeah,
it's just bringing tourism money, so it's like I guess they're good for the economy a little bit, but they take so much as well. So
yeah,
you know,
because they're royalty, baby.
yeah, they're born that way.
Born royalty. See, I can't do the best of an English accent, but because there's such a wide variety of Liverpool, you got
Oh, there's
got
crazy
Welsh.
amounts. You go an hour this way,
Yeah,
it's northern. You go an hour that way, it's southern, and
I like
yeah, all
I
over the
like that
shop.
joke. I like that joke in Doctor Who where Christopher Eccleston is saying, "Of every place has a north," because Rose says he
Yeah.
sounds like he's from the north. Um, Charles did the well. I mean, that's a whatever, but I don't know. But yeah, I just all I'll say is this: you do kind of have to respect Queen Elizabeth for not only the years she put in, but the things she's dealt with through that history, right? Because I mean, there was, of course, Prince Philip, who had been with her for a very long time, and I think he passed away before she did a while back. Can tell accent by
Yeah.
by postcode zip code. That's too funny. But
Yeah.
yeah, when Americans try to do an English accent, they always do
It's always posh.
well, it's the Cockney, right? The
Oh,
Cockney, like,
Cockney. Yeah, yeah.
oh yo, I don't know, was it the Mary Poppins Bert sort of?
Yeah,
Oh, Mary Poppins.
yeah. Yeah.
and then
It's
and
either
then
that or tea and crumpets and all
I
that.
go
Yeah.
tell you crumpets, yeah, right over there, yeah. But then there's also, like you said, there's posh too. It's like very high, very articulate, very right
Yeah.
there, or like a or a Sherlock Holmes sort of thing, right? Because that's a big part of your culture as well as that sort of thing.
Mm.
But I just sort of listen to how you guys say words because it's very different, right? We spell words differently, you say words differently because it's
Yeah.
the tone of and all that stuff. Where we say water, you say water. You
Yeah. Well, I say water.
water. Yeah, or you say that. Some say what
We
water.
miss letters in our words.
Yeah.
Even letter. Just
Letter.
letter. You say letter or whatever. Letter.
We say letter across the board. But then
Yeah.
there's this channel on YouTube called the Try Channel. It's a bunch of Irish people. They drink obviously and try their stuff. But they do say like ka. Sometimes they'll say ka or something like that. Fa ka. They'll skip that because we say r car far.
Yeah.
And there's some
Well, the one that everyone goes in my stream is Tuesday. I say
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Yeah, that's what everyone laughs at. Tuesday. You spell it CHEW. Tuesday.
We all gonna chew it up there, right? Yeah. But yeah, I don't. I just try to like Australian, right? Like Australian is a bit like this. Like you try to go
Yeah.
right in there. It's like trying to land a plane, right? You try to go right in there and you try to land, and then one leg sticks out right there, and you just kind of go, and it's all just a mess. All just a mess. And then you try to do
Pikey accent.
pike. Is there a pikey accent? I don't.
That's like just you can't even understand it.
Yeah, that's sort of like with any of them though. Like
It's kind of like a
Gaelic,
fake Irish accent. It's strange.
or if you do Gaelic, like a very strong Gaelic, or strong Scottish. You just at a certain point you can't like. I need a translator.
Newcastle's a hard one.
Newcastle.
Newcastle's a really hard accent. If you get a proper Geordie, yeah.
Yeah. See, and the funny thing is, like, Monty Python, right? Like you have Monty Python and all that, and of course classics. Yeah, and I don't know exactly where they're from, but they do sound like working class in essence, because that's
I mean they're kind of, I think they sound more posh, really. I don't know where they're from, but I wouldn't say they're from London. They're probably from like I don't know, somewhere like Cornwall or something. I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know.
Because I'm pretty sure they're like rural people, but sometimes they have a stronger accent. Brad Pitt.
Snatch it,
We spoke of earlier, guys. Okay, of Snatch.
Fashafar.
Oh, that's right. He does the. I think the Snatch one is with Harrison Ford, isn't it? Because here's the one he did an Irish accent, and he was trying to escape Ireland. He comes from Ireland, and Not doing a
Sure
very
what
good
that
one.
could be.
Yeah, there was
No,
a movie.
Snatch is based in London.
Oh,
It's got Jason Statham in it.
oh, Jason Statham. I've can't need to take it out.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
that's a good
trying to think
one.
who else. Brad Pitt's in it. He is the
Mm.
pikey in it. But yeah, I'm trying to think who else is in it.
I do
Vinny
appreciate.
Jones is in it, isn't he?
Mm.
Yeah, you gotta watch Snatch. If you haven't seen Snatch, that is the
I look.
best English movie out there.
I've watched the Cornetto trilogy, the Hot Fuzz and all that stuff with Simon Frost and
Oh right, yeah,
no,
they're
it's
quite funny guys actually. Yeah,
Jogon and all that stuff. Like you start picking up
yeah.
a lot of things you're not supposed to.
Shaun of the Dead. That's a good
Shaun of
one.
the Dead, Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and then World's End was the last one. And that was pretty funny. We're gonna make it to the end of the mile. Oh my goodness! And the funny thing is that what was his name? Was it not Nick Frost? It was it Simon Frost or Nick Frost? One of the two. He
Simon
played
Pegg.
Simon. That's right. Simon Pegg played Scotty in the new Star Trek movie. So hear him to do like the Scottish accent, I can't really do it.
Is it also in The Boys? I don't know if you've seen that, but he's the father of Stewie on The Boys, the Amazon.
Oh, that's right. Yes, I do remember that. I remember seeing a clip of that where he's talking to because his son.
Yeah.
Well, we have a thing here in America. It's called a fanny pack, and so when you
Yeah.
try to tell an English person we have about a fanny pack, they snicker because fanny in your language means something completely. It's a very rude human body part. Let's just put it that way. But yeah, when I heard that too, I was like, wait a second. So that means they're. When you think of it that way, the whole term just gets a new meaning. It's like, ugh.
Yeah, I think I remember watching a film in it when I was younger, and someone was like, "Oh, she's got a big fanny," and I'm like, "What? What did they just say?" It's like big fanny. Did I just hear that right? And apparently it means arse or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's the butt. It's another word for butt.
I
I
was
mean,
like,
you can say
really weirded out.
yeah. She has a very big fanny. No, don't say that.
Yeah.
Don't say it at all. No, please.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty funny. But it's also fun when you can just play around with. Because I know for some of the English, right? It's probably a bit easier to do an American accent because all you're doing is stripping away your accent and just you're saying you're enunciating the
words. Steven, yeah.
I see it. I'm not gonna post it though.
I recently had a conundrum with that. I was doing a quiz, and having people doing the quiz, and one of the questions was, "What is this Welsh food?" And that was it. And obviously, it's on Twitch. You're not allowed to say it on Twitch. And I just went, screw it. I'm gonna say it because that's what it is. And then so. Oh god, yeah.
That's pretty funny. Am I right? Well, I'm not gonna say you're wrong. I don't live over there, so I would know. I do know that the UK and like the over there they do have that the food is a little less than what the US is because of all the
food's kind of terrible here.
Well,
to be honest, I see all the memes on Twitter about how we've conquered half the world or whatever, and we didn't steal their spices.
Well, I mean, you had India, and that kind of faded out. Well, Dara, most English speakers sing always in American. That is interesting. I don't
think anyone can understand Aussie though, because Sharon, where's the cow?
You can only hear him when he sings though. When he sings, understandable. Yeah. When he talks, it's just like I can't understand this man at all. The Russians starving each other. Well, I mean, Russia probably starves itself out. It's huge compared to UK. You guys are dwarfed. Holy crap! But yeah, it's just funny. It's just funny it's also fun to try to play with the accents because it's not like I'm trying to come at you like, ooh, I'm coming at ya. It's just sort of like, okay, how do they say this word compared to how we say this word, right? And I'm sure that's pretty much the same for UKers or the English where they're trying to, do an American accent, which is like bold to dash. You just throw it right there like a bunch of dice. Just play around, shake it up.
Yeah.
So, but I just have fun with it. I mean, doing an Australian accent, part of it was from the one sketch that Monty Python did. It's like, "Hi, Bruce, how you doing, Bruce? Oh, well, I'm doing all right, Bruce. How you doing, Bruce? Yeah, that's all okay, Bruce, right over there." Yeah,
Yeah.
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 And I really like their skit on the Twit Awards. The one with the Twit. I was like, "What the hell's going on here?" And then they had the one activity was like you have to jump over like a 3 high matchbox line. And I was like, "What the hell?"
Yeah, they were so stupid, but like so smart at the same time. Like the comedy was just so good.
Yeah,
Then the films are brilliant as well. Like Life of Brian and Monty,
yeah.
Python's Holy Grail.
Holy Grail, Life of Brian. I think there was.
They've also scattered themselves in other films as well.
Yeah.
So I think they're in like A Fish Called Wanda and stuff like that. So
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
aluminum.
We say aluminum, but you say illuminami.
Aluminium.
Aluminium. Yeah, that's right. Ugh,
Yeah.
that's why it's a tongue twister. Oh, Kate Bush. That's right. Kate Bush. Duran Duran didn't know that. Slade don't know that. Kate Bush is, you know what? Kate Bush had a song that it was an 80s song, but because of a certain
Stranger Things, yeah.
Yeah, Running Up the Hill. It got back on the radio here in the US because of Stranger Things, and it played for weeks on end because of Stranger Things.
Yeah.
And it's like an 80s song catered into the show Stranger Things, and it got back on the air.
I mean, the scene that it was in though was pretty iconic. That scene was amazing.
Yeah, it was.
So, yeah.
But the way it was used too is like it was. I couldn't remember, but it was sort of like in order to bring, because basically the scene is that she's being taken over by this other person. She's levitating across the gravestone because of her. It's a brother. And they're trying to play music to get her back, and you see the scene. So the music builds up into that intensity of that scene, and so that's why it's hard to forget that. But boy, oh boy, did that song play for weeks on end in the US. Life of Brian. Why don't people recognize themselves in that film? Don't know. Do not know. But I think it's sort of like what is it? There was another one that was like History of the World or whatever it was, because there's like they had like the Roman one was like Biggest Diggest.
Yeah, Biggest Diggest. Yeah.
Biggest Diggest.
Friend. Yeah, man.
No,
the old what's it called? Stonehenge.
Oh, Stonehenge. Yeah, that's right. There was a news where that one group tried to like splash it with paint or whatever.
Orange paint.
And I'm
just
like,
stop oil or something they called it.
And I'm like,
they are well annoying. They are so annoying. They've been trying to stop airports at the moment. It's like, oh god.
I was like, if you guys had the same sort of rules with the 2A sort of stuff we have here, those people would be injured hard.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No.
Sometimes our police are just a joke. It's just, oh my god.
And the videos that get sent over here that we've seen don't help either.
Right? Yeah, I know. But it's the same way as well. Like we see videos of your cops, and it's like, whoa, you know what I mean? So it goes both ways, I guess. But sometimes I think, oh man, I wish we had an American cop here. You know what I mean? But,
you'd have a Judge Dredd. Yeah, they attacked an airport. Attacked an airport like yesterday. She going to jail. Well,
I think she got out of jail. She recently done something else.
Mm-hmm.
And she got out of jail on bail or something. I don't know. Now I think she's going back in or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that always
got rich parents, so
or somebody backing her is rich, but it's always like seeing Greta Thunberg always looking like she's about to go to jail, and then all of a sudden she's back out there again. Well, you should.
You stole my dreams.
You should.
That's all I remember. You stole my dreams.
How dare you?
Yeah.
But yeah, if you've never seen Monty Python, you should. There are some clips on YouTube that you can
Yeah,
find.
definitely Life of Brian and Holy Grail. They're the two best films, man.
And
So good.
Jab says, Eggman, do you watch AFL? I don't know what age AFL
Yeah,
is.
I don't know what AFL is either.
American Life Choices. I don't know. Love keeping up appearances. Oh, okay,
Australian Football League. I don't know.
possibly. Probably gonna use the innocent female wide eyes look to get out. Ah, okay. Oh, the puppy dog eyes. Yeah, that's what we call puppy dog eyes, where they throw tears in their eyes, and their voice gets all snivelly, and all that stuff. Um, but yeah, that's just dumb. I mean, historical objects like the paintings in France, whatever. That is just, yeah, that's
Oh
just
yeah, I
dumb.
forgot about that one as well. Yeah.
They're lucky they had like glass panes over. Oh, American Football League is what he's saying. AFL. But that's kind of different for you because football is soccer for us. That's what you call soccer.
Yeah. So what do you mean NFL or do you mean like actual football, American
Well,
football, like American soccer?
I think
Because
he's probably.
it's I can't remember what the league's called out there.
Hmm,
Is it called AFL?
hold on, we can check for
What's
this.
the American Football League called again?
AFL. Wait.
MLS. That's it. MLS, Major League Soccer, isn't it?
MLS. Yeah, I think Australian Football League is maybe, but he said American. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, again, football for you is different for us because
Yeah.
soccer is what you're talking about. Football is another sport
Yeah.
because we have soccer. I think, and the funny thing was, I think David Beckham is on a team here in the U.S.
Yeah, in the Miami or something. In the Miami, sorry.
Yeah, because I thought it was something Galaxy, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, he used to play for LA Galaxy, but now he owns a team called Inter Miami.
When you're David
I
Beckham,
think,
why
or he
not?
part owns one or the other.
Yeah. And the funny thing is that he's married to a Spice Girl. Imagine that.
Yeah, I know. It was just crazy because if you watch her, she just seems so dull. Like, it's
Oh,
like David Beckham with this woman. Like, it's so strange. Like everyone thought that was never going to be a thing. Like they would just last a year or two. And it's crazy that they're still together.
yeah. You don't see that much with a lot of celebrities because it's sort of like, yeah. But then again, you have people like Sarah Jessica Parker and Matthew Broderick. You have Julie Leon Moore and her husband, and a few other Jeff Bridges
I'd
with
be
his
too
wife.
scared. If I was rich and famous, I think I'd be too scared to get married.
Yeah.
I really would.
Oh, here he's clarifying what he's saying. He's talking about the American sport they called football, but the foot hardly touches the ball.
Oh, okay.
That's,
Yeah, I mean, over here, everyone, as soon as Super Bowl happens, everyone's an expert in England. It's like, oh, yeah, I've supported them for the whole year. They've got a really good quarterback.
yeah.
And, the defensive line's really strong this year. And it's, oh, shut up. You know nothing. Just because it's the Super Bowl, you're picking one team and you want them to win. That's all it is. It's like,
when you said that, it reminded me of the Game of Thrones. You know nothing, Jon Snow.
yeah. It's so bad, honestly. It's just like, oh, everyone's Super Bowl expert now. It's just so dumb.
Posh Spice was the hottest thing on the league for David Beckham at that time. There you go. Hottest thing was Posh Spice. Not that I would know any better because the Spice Girls were big back in the 90s and then they kind of separated and went their own way. But I mean, I've seen them separately. Some of them still look good in their age. It's just everyone after the,
Yeah.
what was it, the 2012 Olympics where they got back together as a group.
yeah, they did in the London Olympics. Yeah, I forgot about that.
People want the Spice Girls again, but that's a difficulty in
I think
itself.
sometimes it works and sometimes it just the idea feels like it would work and it just doesn't.
Yeah. I think it's a bunch of women getting back together that they're older now and all
They're
this stuff.
past it. Nobody listens to that sort of music anymore as well. Listen to
don't-
Nicki Minaj and stuff
Nicki-
like that.
Nicki Minaj, yeah, that's true. Or some other form of rap or whatever. But the only rap I've ever truly listened to is like older stuff or say like
same here.
Gorillaz. Gorillaz had some rappers on its album like Del the Funky Funk Homo Sapien, De La Soul's another one. I thought the AFO was Arena Football League. Well, maybe. I mean, AFL seems to be. I looked up online. AFL is Australian Football League, so there you go as well.
Mm.
Yeah, and it's a whole other stuff. But yeah, it's just it's always funny on the differences, but it's always nice to remember that we're still both human at either side, and
Yeah.
we got our own issues, but it's just not in the same category. But there are similarities, and unfortunately, however. Unfortunately, however, when you guys get hit with a heat wave, we're like, dude, we're already dealing with that already.
Yeah. It's funny as well because when we hit snow, the whole country comes to a standstill as well. So, oh no, it's snow.
I mean, do they salt their streets? What do they do
They
when
do, but we only get snow maybe 3 times a year, and even then,
really?
sometimes it's not even heavy. So we're not really properly prepared for it when it does, really go bad. But yeah, I mean, people lose their minds. You can't win in England. Everyone just moans no matter what. It's too hot. It's too cold. It's medium. Yeah, I mean, it's cloudy. It's rainy. No matter what, there's something to moan about when it comes to weather. We're the best at it.
Yeah.
We'll always moan about weather, no matter what. Even if it's perfect, we'll find something.
Yeah. And the funny thing is that it's been said that if it can get so hot, like in Death Valley, right? It can get so hot you can cook an egg on the sidewalk or like a rock, or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, at least I can cook without a fire. So there you go.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. And there you go. You got someone backing you up. Eggman speaks the truth about English
It's
weather.
true. I mean, the weather is terrible here. Like,
Yeah.
it really is.
Too many clouds.
When it's sunny, it's not actually that bad. Like, it's a
Yeah.
nice country when it's sunny. Like, it's all green. There's parks, stuff like that. The problem is there's no aircon anywhere. We don't
Yeah.
own aircons. There's no point. I mean, I always say rich people own aircons because we don't really need it.
Yeah.
You need it for 2 weeks of the year, if that. So, yeah. Every year when it gets hot, it's like, oh, do you know what? I'm going to get an aircon. And then I never do. So,
it's hilarious. But yeah, it's sort of like because we need it for a few months out of the year, depending on some of the. Steve is saying some of the shops have aircon, and we can't count that. True.
yeah.
I mean,
But even then, some shops don't even have aircon. You'll see some guy sitting there with the old school fan spinning. And it's like, wow, you must be boiling, mate.
I'll feel weathered. I feel weathered. Yeah, but it's always fun. But all right, well, we're actually it's been almost 2 hours, my man, and I know it's getting late where you are.
Yeah,
But
it's midnight now.
yeah, but I do want to thank you for coming on. I know it's like taking a chance or whatever, but I do appreciate it. And you're always welcome to come back. Obviously, this doesn't have to be a one-time thing, but I know there's always that time difference, so I do try to work best as possible. And what is he saying? Spare PC fan at the moment. Oh, he's using a PC fan to cool himself off.
Yeah. I've got like 3 fans somewhere. I changed out my PC fans for coloured ones.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I don't know where they're gone.
But yeah, so we're gonna remember to get active on the channels. Yeah, that's understandable. I try to, but it's kind of hard when you don't have enough time or
Rumble
energy.
Studio is great for that though.
Yeah, it is.
I used to use Restream, and I had to pay for that.
Yeah.
And Vaping obviously told me about Rumble Studio, and so much better.
Yeah, and I mean, there's some other places we have to like stream areas. You have to pay for like one more link and stuff. But I'm like, yeah, Rumble Studio still has its issues, but for free, like off the bat.
But they do update it continually, don't they? So
yeah. They have a few. Plus, you have the ad read thing, which we could get into before we leave. Anyway,
the first time I used, sorry to interrupt, but first time I used Rumble Studio, it didn't have categories on it. So I've literally been streaming without any category, and I've been streaming to myself the whole time. And then now they've updated it. The first stream I put gaming on, I ended up having over 10 viewers. I'm like, oh my god, this whole time.
Yeah. Well, now and then they added categories to the bottom
Yeah,
section
exactly.
of it
So
now.
literally, I was streaming to nothing, no category, nothing the whole time. Yeah.
Hey, no, you're welcome, Adam, and thank you for being here. Glad to do all this stuff. Oh, and look, there you got another follower. Look at that.
There you go. Happy
Hey,
days.
follow your butt. I like that one. But anyways, let's go ahead and promote yourself again. I gotta use the restroom, so go ahead and promote yourself, and I'll be right
Oh,
back.
I've got to shoot to myself. You're all mine now, right? Swear words. What swear words are our favourite now, Majid?
Hey now, hey.
But yeah, I stream pretty much every day. Some days I don't stream because life, I'm a single dad sort of thing. But I try and stream every evening around about 8 p.m., 9 p.m. my time, sometimes later, sometimes earlier. I try and do viewer days on a Wednesday and a Saturday where we play like games with viewers, whether it be like Apex Legends or quizzes or some random stuff. What else? I sometimes do drink streams where we have a little drink and we do drinking games and we play games with viewers and drink as well. Recently done one for my birthday, which is, what day is it today? Technically it's Wednesday, so my birthday tomorrow. So yeah, I stream on Rumble, Twitch, Kick, but Kick's kind of terrible, I'm not gonna lie, and YouTube every day. I'm kind of new to Rumble though, so I'm still getting used to it. I need to actually get Rumblebot or Rumbot that Vaping keeps telling me about at some point. But yeah, that's pretty much me. I platinum trophy hunt. I play anything and everything. I play horror. I play platformers. I play retro. I play quiz games. I play stupid, silly games. So yeah, anything, any requests, you're more than welcome to make one. So yeah. Yeah, I've noticed that as well. But I mean, it seems all right. I mean, these ad reads are kind of fun as well. I'm doing my first ad read felt a bit weird, but yeah, I do like the ad reads.
Oh man, if I hadn't gone, I would have been dead. All right. But anyway, all right. Well, I hope you held him to his word, chat, because I don't need anyone like my YouTube goes down. It's like, oh, what do you do? But that's fine anyway. Mine was, oh, happy
Sweet.
birthday
Happy birthday,
tomorrow.
dude. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
gonna be
tomorrow's your birthday.
32 tomorrow.
Really? Well, happy
Yeah, it
birthday.
sucks. I hate being in my 30s. I miss my 20s.
Look
Young,
at this.
wild, and free.
Look at it this way. You're still alive. Some people don't even make it that far.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
So sometimes they die just by because of stupid stuff. So
Stupid luck, yeah. Hit by a
stupid
bus.
hit by a bus. They drink too much one night and they're all walking out on the floor, and all of a sudden they're not there anymore. So there is that. But all right, so let me do my part since you've done yours. All right, guys. So we're on YouTube or Rumble, right? On either side, if you wouldn't mind liking, sharing, following, or leaving a comment, either all of it or one of it, it doesn't matter. Anything helps. Anything that helps with the engagement helps in bringing more people on, like Eggman, like Vapin, like so many other people. And sometimes they end up as a person in the chat. So, and I'm looking to bring more people on as time goes on, because I'm hoping to fill out the rest of my days to the end of the year, and we'll see how that goes. Because right now I'm about above 80-ish people, and so to have that many people I've gotten to talk to, and to have some of them come back again is a miracle in itself. So helping with the engagement factor helps with that. And also, if you, that's right, you looking, whether it's now or later, I don't know, finger, whatever, I'll just point your eye at something. If you would like to have the same opportunity to come on, go down on my link tree down below, down in the description. That's right, it says Daramouthe on the link tree. Go in there, you'll find a few different links. One's to Discord, one's to Twitter X, one's to the Rumble, YouTube, all that stuff. If you'd like to come on, find me at my email, Twitter X, whatever that stuff, and DM me and say I'd like to come on, or reply to me, whatever. Or if you don't want to do any of that, right? If you don't want to go to the link tree at all, just leave a comment, right? Leave a comment down in the chat, the comment section below, whether it be on YouTube or Rumble, and we can get started. Look, again, I've had it over 80 plus people in a short period of time. For all the content creators I've seen, at least followed, right? It takes them almost a year or so to have that many people, right? Because they usually do like once a week or twice a week, whatever. And I'm having 80 plus people over within months. Well, not even months. Well, yeah, I'll go with months. And a few months, because
Quick maths.
quick math, like It's like that. It's that meme where you see all the numbers come out and you're like, what's going on? But anyway, but yes, anything for the engagement helps. And if you'd like to come on, the link tree is there because I'm wanting to share this with a whole bunch of people because there's so many people out there, so many different perspectives, and you'll never have an idea of what they'll say. And sometimes it'll be something you can relate to, and sometimes something you would disagree with. But at the end of the day, we're all human beings having fun. You're gonna do a sponsor? I'll probably what is it back in the DM death match? Sounds like a no. It means direct message,
bro.
No, it's direct message now, right? I did say email as well, so there's that. But yes, I do
MSN.
have. But I do have at least some to do.
Leo hair, yeah.
Leo
the
hair.
lion.
Leo. Oh, okay. But let's see. There's like 2 different ones. Oh, well, let's do this one. All right, we'll do one. Okay, we'll do on the right. All right, so here we go. Here we go, chat. I'm gonna try to do my best Kermit impression. We'll see how it goes. Looking to help the next generation understand the famed U.S. Constitution? In this new 100-page graphic novel from U.S. Comics, you can find in comic book format the U.S. Constitution explained amendment by amendment. This stunning graphic novel delves into the issues going into each amendment as well as the controversial issues of the day. Top comic artists from U.S. Comics have created a graphic novel that is a must-have for every classroom as well as every American family. Learn about the factors leading up to the establishment of the Bill of Rights, the Virginia Plan, states' rights, and how each amendment protects our freedoms and liberties. Find this and more exciting products at uscomics.com. I said uscomics.com. Yeah!
Woohoo! Back up again.
I had to give it a try. I'm not that good at Kermit's voice, but I had to try. Cute mayhem or something going on there. Hey, I try to do a Kermit voice, right? Sometimes it's a little hard. But anyway, so there's one more thing. Usually I can't do a campaign every because there's just not enough people. But one more thing. This is called Questions from Hat, and I bought a Rumble hat. But anyway, there's questions in here I've collected over. And what happens is the guest gets 2 freebies, but if people want more asked out of the hat, then they got to pay for it. So I'm not monetized on YouTube, so it's just Rumble Rants. But if you guys want more questions from the hat, you got to pay for it. So I call it the hat of Doom. No, it's not the hat of Doom. It's the hat of the questions.
Great, I'm getting cancelled.
All right. No, there's not gonna be anything there. Okay. I'm going through trying to shuffle it around. Here we go. All right, here's this one. Let's see what the first question is. And that question. Okay, here we go. What sound / noise do you hate or hate to hear?
Ooh. What sound / noise? That's a tough one.
There's got to be at least one where you're like, oh, you dirty son of a bit.
Probably the iPhone alarm.
Is it that like radar one, or
like,
you?
and it gets louder and louder, and it's like, oh, I don't want to get up. Turn it off. Back to sleep.
I think you just hate alarms, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, that'll do.
All right.
Anything you have to wake up for.
Anything that almost sounds sad in a sense, because like there's gonna be one day where you're not gonna be waking up anymore. It's like
a lovely coma.
Or just like a bit of tea in a coma, all right? A bit of tea in a coma. Okay, let's get it. No, let's see if I can't get another one. Nope, I don't want to. Okay, what's this one? Number two. Number 2 is right here. This is the last one, unless someone wants to throw a rant away. Okay. Well, I gotta unfold it now because I can't read it. Here's the one. Well, this is your first time on, but I don't know if this question will be to you. But what do you like about Darachat the most since you've been on the show?
To be honest, it just seems kind of chill. Like we didn't have a set sort of organized thing to talk about. We just just let it flow, man. When we
That's
spent
right.
2 hours, I could easily go another 2 hours, and it's just easy, you know. It's just a nice flow. We talked about random stuff, and yeah, it's
Yeah.
cool. It's chill. I like it.
And that's what I've been, I try it, that's what I try to do. I know people, because people usually ask, like, what are the topics? What are we talking about? It's like,
Yeah,
the conversation is the topic. It's very free. It's a free flowing, it's free form, free flowing conversation. And I've looked at other content creators. No, not everyone, right? So I could miss somebody that's doing the same thing. But I've looked at other content creators, and they get in these niches, right? They talk about entertainment, Hollywood, all this stuff, and it's sort of contained, right? Because it's somebody like Star Wars, right? Somebody like Star Wars, they talk about Star Wars all day long, but there's only so much
you can talk about.
yeah, because Star Wars hits a point, and then you get into this like ratty Star Wars, and like, I hate it, I wish it was dead.
Yeah.
And same
When you
with
start talking about the Disney Star Wars,
or Star Trek, right? Star Trek's on the other side of that coin, but those things are encapsulated in their areas. But for me, I can go anywhere, right? Like, if you ever saw the movie The Sound of Music, right? You at the beginning of the movie, you see Julie Andrews on the hill sing "The Hills Are Alive with the Sound of Music," and it's a big field. It's like in the Alps, right? You see all the mountains and stuff. It's that freeing open space where you can do just about whatever and have fun with it. And that's really what I want Darachat to be, is just to be free and open, and just have people to be able to roam, because there's always a nugget of something that you can hit on in what someone says, and you explore that and go anywhere, and then something says, or you say, and they say, oh, it's
it's like
crazy.
extracting, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like mining.
Different topics.
It's like mining for gold, and then well, yeah, it's good. Thanks, I appreciate it, and I'm glad because you were here yesterday. I'm glad you came back. Star Wars is done when it went woke, yeah, but people still talk about it, so it's not technically done.
Yeah, I mean, I saw a scene on that new Acolyte one, and I thought, wow, this is bad. You know,
but then you have content, then you have content creators talking about it, and like, they mock it, they make fun of whatever, and they make their money off it. But at the end of the day, they're still talking about it. And for me, it's like, they say it'd be impossible to bankrupt Disney, but at the end of the day, it's like, but you're still giving it attention. It's like, find some like Firefly. Firefly used to be a show way back in the day. It was created by Joss Whedon. It was over here in America, but it was a space opera cowboy thing, and it was really fun. It only went one season, but it's that type of story that people would need most. I mean, there is a certain point where a story of a show hits its pinnacle, and then it just falls. And so the studios, right? The studios, they keep it's just look at Doctor Who. Just look at Doctor Who.
Yeah. Doctor Who's gone downhill for sure.
It's like, because for
me,
me,
any TV series, really, there's always bad seasons, no matter what.
But it's also the people behind that, right? There's always the people behind that write the stories and whatnot that help it. Like, for me, I stopped watching Doctor Who after Matt Smith left. I mean, I watched a few of the Capaldi episodes, but then at a certain point, I just stopped because it was like, whatever. Firefly beats the. Oh yeah, I remember that. That's in the movie Serenity, I believe, because there was Firefly the series, and then they made a movie because it was canceled like after one season, which is so weird. Yes, Matt Smith. Matt Smith was, and even if you watch another movie with Matt Smith in it, like he was in the Marvel movie with the bat or whatever it was, there are some points there when you see him in that character, you see him doing this thing that you saw him doing Doctor Who. It's like, that's who he is. Typecast, but it's not just, but he's just good at what he does. And so that's the fun part of it. But yeah, it's a lot of shows hit their point and they go downhill, and it's sometimes you just, let's end the series, but they don't, because studios are like, money, yeah, definitely money. I haven't watched the Doctor Who with the female version. I haven't either, but then again, it's been ages since I last saw. I did find it funny when they had Peter Capaldi as the Doctor, and he was on that tank with the guitar, and it's like, that's not too bad. That was not too bad. And the funny thing is that Peter Capaldi, played in a band with Craig Ferguson back in the day. And so when he was on Craig Ferguson's show, right, because Craig Ferguson is Scottish, he was on the Craig Ferguson show, and they talked a bit about that, even though this was back in the days, like drugs and rock and roll and stuff, and all that. But yeah, BBC got off with, they
The
paid
BBC's
money.
terrible anyway. I mean, what a terrible place.
It's all on your guys' shoulder now. You're like, I want nothing to do with it. Just
honestly, I'd say about 80% of this country just don't want BBC to exist. It's so bad.
It's a what is it? It's a centralized TV sort of station, because that's what you guys have. We have tons of different stations. You have the BBC, and that's
scam is what it is.
Yeah.
We have to pay for a TV license.
Yeah, that's the weird
part. And then they give us terrible shows, and they've got dodgy people working there.
They what as the English would say, it's shite. It's real shite.
Yeah.
Proper shite. But anyway, see, that's how well this show goes. Anyway, thank you. Thank you for coming on, Eggman. I do appreciate it, and you are always welcome back.
Fun.
Yeah, I'm glad, because sometimes it doesn't work. It doesn't work for all people, but there have been a few people I've had to work for. But I've told people, I've told people, like people who've had anxiety or don't want to show their face, I say that's fine. I don't care if you don't want to show your face, but if you don't know what to say, it's all on me. And at the end of the day, it's all on me to carry this show, because it is my show in a sense. But I do want people to have the opportunity to just speak. That's why I say, like, I give, if you give me the 2%, I'll give you 98% of the field, right? Because I am streaming to YouTube, and they're stringent with their stuff. Like, I don't care if you curse. Don't do the big curse, the big gamer words.
Yeah, I was a little bit skeptical about it. I've said a couple of swear words, but nothing bad.
Yeah.
So
I don't care if you. I just said shite. So there you go.
Right,
But I'm like, don't do the big gamer words. That's all I ask.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's why I made the little joke when you left. I was like, "What's our favorite swear words?"
I was like, I heard that.
I wonder if that will be good.
Oh goodness, but no, it's been fun, and I look forward to next time. So anyway, peace to all. Well, thank you, Distracted, and
it's nice to meet you lot.
Come on. Where? Oh, there it is. It's a little long. But anyway, guys, tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, I will I'll be doing my solo stream, because I didn't schedule anyone for the last day. But let's go out on the last day on a solo chat, and then starting next month, I believe I only have a few days left in August to fill. I don't have to fill them, but I'm going to fill them anyway. And then once towards the end of August, September will be on the rise to fill. There we go. So, but I thank you all for being here. And again, 7 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. So in UK time, that's midnight your time, because it's your 5 hours. Because it's 5 hours behind. There's actually
12 now. So yeah.
And if you guys really want to know an easier way of telling the time, there's a website called time.is. It's just a big clock on all the stuff, and you can look up the US or Eastern time.
I'm glad it's a clock.
What?
I said I'm glad it's a clock.
Yeah. Well, before we go here, I'll show what it looks like so you guys have an idea. Because that way I don't want to. Nope. Share. Okay. Time.is. Here we go. This is what time.is is. And you can go to different countries like New York. There you go. New York. I can go to London.
Yeah, London's just there where the New York is.
Yep. 12:21 a.m. is where it's at. Yep. And you can see it right here too. So anyway, that's how you can, if you want to look up an easier time, there's that. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. Okay, Steve, you get the last one. But anyway, guys, see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, my time. And of course, as always, I got to get there. As always, we play out with One Day With You by Pogo. Have a great day, guys. And see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. Bye, guys. Oh, well, gotta get. There we go. And see you later.
One, two.